I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling great. I'm excited to be here. Day number 1 was absolutely insane, and I expect day 2 to be just as crazy as day 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. The energy of those 1v1s yesterday has me pumped to see what we're going to actually have in front of us as far as the team play coming into today. Like, this is what I've this is the meat and potatoes of this tournament. Like, I am pumped.
Yeah, I agree with you both there. I mean, there's 10K on the line. Like, this is a huge tournament. A lot of great plays yesterday. Insane highlights. Like, I was thinking about that well after the event yesterday, going like, damn, that was sick. And then, like, looking at the team formations and how they all really came together, like, this is going to be one hell of a day. So,
yeah, it really is. I mean, we're going to start off with that 4v4s. All the captains that already chose all their competitors, and let me tell you, each and every one of these teams are looking stacked going into the 4v4s. And even after that, we still have more on the line. We actually have the big team battle. And coming from the competitive scene, I've seen plenty of 4v4 action, and I love it. I really do. However, I'm just really excited to watch these guys go at it, the big team battle. Give me all of the vehicles.
I cannot wait to see how this goes down. Like, it's going to be wild. We got some stacked teams, and let's dive into that. I'm really excited to see this team roster.
Yeah, I mean, and what the rosters are playing for as well. I mean, you see all the money that they've got available. That $5,000 for first place. I mean, the smack talking is one thing, right? But the smack talking, I feel like, turns up to another level once you start having this kind of money that's on the line.
Yeah, like, look at this is huge. And then, like, we also have, like, the Reclaimer round today, which will be getting $2,000 prize pool there. So, like, there's tons of cash to be won today.
It definitely is. Let me tell you, I mean, I'm excited to be out here casting, but I kind of wish I was out there competing because that's a whole lot of cheddar to be playing for. And I'm not that bad on the sticks. Let me tell you, I can compete with Uber Nick. Who's Uber Nick?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So speaking of, let's take a look at these team rosters. Like, these teams are looking stacked. Gentlemen, what are we seeing here? Which team do you really think is going to come out on top there? Like, we have Team Uber Nick, Team Hit Xperia, Team Ackman, and Team Raygun. These are looking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was talking about it yesterday, and I'm still going to talk about it today. I really feel like, even though Uber Nick, as far as captains are concerned, right, far and away the number one coming out of their captain clash, but Team Actman still sticking out to me as the big boy team here, because you got Nade God and Chris Covent, two phenomenal players, and then General Heed to come in as well. I feel like the synergy over on that side is going to be a lot for these other teams to try and match up against.
You know, I'm happy you feel that way because, you know, it is your right to be wrong. Because there's no way that Team Actman is making it that far. But now, let me tell you something, though. When you got some members on the team like Spiteful and Arash, that squad is looking absolutely stellar, and Hidden Xperia really impressed me in the free-for-all as well. I'm really liking that team to make it out and coming out in first place. But again, I mean, if you want to be wrong, it's within your right. I will fight to death your right to be wrong.
Oh my God.
We'll see if I end up being wrong. We'll see once we start getting into games and who's going to be able to talk smack. I'm sure if this is the smack between us, I can't wait to see what we start getting into once we actually get into these games.
Yeah, like, taking a look at this format, like, this is going to be crazy. So we have the 4-team single elimination bracket. It's starting with CTF, going to Strongholds, Team Slayer, Oddball, and if needed, another CTF. Teams will be basically rotated with top seed here. A lot of this is going to be actually, the seeding's done based on performance yesterday from the team captain brawl. So round one is going to be best of 3, and then the final is a best of 5. So this is going to be pretty good. I'm pretty excited. Like, this is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, best of 3 to start things off, and then you get that nice best of 5s to cap things out, and where obviously now at this point, Actman going to be the one winning that best of 5 at the end. I don't think he drops a single team, Tony. You know what? I'm gonna double down on this pick. I think Actman's going to sweep his way through, and you're going to see the bracket right there. Hidden X doesn't stand a chance, and I think he'll run up against Uber Nick in the finals.
You know what? I mean, we're going to find out who's going to come out on top of that in the very first matchup. And even Uber Nick's squad is really good. Like you said before, he actually was on top of that free-for-all coming out in first place. And he really showed how dominant he can be, obviously both in big team battle in the past, but also in the free-for-all settings as well, that he was a really, really hard kill on the map. So really excited to watch all of these players duke it out. And one thing I've noticed about that format is it's very objective heavy. So normally in a best of 3 series, we would have an objective followed by a Slayer and then an objective. In a best of 5, normally it'd be objective, Slayer, objective, and then if it makes it game 5, we'll see a second Slayer. In this, it's totally off guard. If you're a good objective squad, you won't even make it to the team Slayer. You're 2-0 in the best of 3s, and even the best of 5s is you're actually only going to see one singular Slayer, while the other 4 game types are actually objective. So it's really going to find out how they can test these guys' chemistry and teamwork coming right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
100% right with that, and that's why I'm really interested to see this match with Team Raygun. Just seeing how he was very much an objective-based player yesterday with a lot of the 1v1s with the captains there and not getting a lot of kills. He's more playing to the map and playing to the sandbox. So I'm excited to see what he can do here.
Yeah, me as well. And, you know, I got to say, with being Halo, I am always down for objective over everything else. The objectives, it just feels like the core to Halo. Slayer is fun, don't get me wrong, and it has its place in competitive, but I feel like you really truly get that full Halo experience when you focus on these objective game modes, especially Capture the Flag, one of my favorite Halo modes of all time. Like, I'm just excited to get into these. I'm ready to see how these teams are able to perform.
Well, friends, it's time to buckle up and let's get to lobby here so you don't have to wait any longer.
And for those of you who might be new to competitive Halo here, this is going to be Capture the Flag on Aquarius. So first to 5 caps are going to take the win, but pay very close attention to the timer on screen, because lots of times when you have 2 slays to pull the flag and then a secondary round of slays to secure that flag over to your side. For these 2 teams that might be evenly matched, it's going to be really hard to capture 5 flags. So you might see the game end maybe a 3-1, maybe a 3-2. Time might be a factor in this one, as you're seeing multiple players going over toward the cars side. Look at the 2v1 action, bait and switch. The slays now going to be heavily going in favor of Team Raygun.
Yeah, and already a pretty good start here. Another fight breaking out, and he's going to be able to grab it. Great little turnaround there from Scalp Waka, but he's not going to be able to get up to the flag. Good defense coming on over here, and a pretty contentious game to start things off. They're looking to get the return. It's just got a couple of moments left on it, and that will be the flag sent back to base. So a couple fights early on, 1 pull, but so far both flags sitting securely in their stands.
And looks like we're switching back over towards the Reachway, aka Tak Win. His name on screen is going to be Ninja Big Bunny. And let me tell you, we saw big ninjas earlier, so watch out for that. The needler off screen, and now we're going to switch gears to Captain, my Captain, Uber Nick, who gets slayed out. So Team Raygun really starting off hot. I mean, in the 1v1s, I mean, a lot of them kind of excelled a bit. But man, let me tell you, in 4v4 action, we're really seeing what this team is truly made of.
And a couple good frags happening over there near utility. Still just chilling out, waiting to see what exactly is going to be able to come through. Now we're on board with Uber Nick, the winner of the Captain Clash, but he's not going to be the winner of that fight against Scalp Waka. The heat wave coming out, multiple misses. Very, very fortunate to get away with his life there as Ninja Big Bunny as he gets taken down again. Switching perspectives back, a little bit of a battle happening. That's going to be a take and a pull, and now it's going to be the blue flag making its way over to the red base.
But mind you, there was 3 players down here for the red team squad actually going in with all 3 players down here for Team Uber Nick. It looks like Raygun is able to get the flag in, and we are going to have a 1-0 lead going in favor of Chris Raygun's squad. And man, look at the slays. Scalp Waka again didn't perform all that well in the 1v1s, but man, this is his home. He's a very high ranked player over in the ranked players. I think it's about maybe 18-12 as far as his Onyx rank, and he's showing right here, right now, what he's truly made of.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the scoreline as well. 8-2 with 2 assists. I mean, Scalp Waka really just finding a momentum and a rhythm here in this game. Is he's going to be able to pick up the plasmas, trying to guard this left side, but he's not going to be able to get away. Ubernick able to take him down. We're seeing more fights break out towards the sidelines of this map. Oh, a great little reverse coming through right there from Ninja as he is able to get the double kill as well. He's going to be making his way towards Flag. Doesn't have a whole lot of support with him, though, so he's going to have to try and take a couple of fights smart here. You don't want to get caught out in 1v2 situations. Good placements, good hits. He's going to be able to take that there, and this very well could be a push on the Flag.
Getting over toward the Flag. It looks like multiple players actually right behind them, able to get it over towards the utility side with taking minimal damage, but as he tries to make it over the car, he's going to be stopped short, and so do 2 players going down here for Team Uber Nick. So now we're going to switch on board here with Toa Freak. Actually, you know what? Let's go. Let's see what Scout Waka is up to, because he's already trying to defend the car side of the map and his base. He doesn't want a secondary pull coming in. He has to play some good defense here, so ultimately he can convert that into some offense.
Yeah, and you can see he knows someone's over on the left side as well, getting those marks down, making sure his team able to respond. As he just making sure that no one's going to be able to pull. He's going to catch one out right here. Oh, but it's going to be a Ninja coming through from Ninja himself. Takes the double kill, grabs the pull, and now the Flag making his way towards blue side. This could be a 2-0 lead taken for Team Raygun if they're able to protect him on his way out. But it looks like he's getting fired on a little bit here.
Daddy is going all the way down to 1 shot. He ends up fumbling the Flag just a bit, but luckily the relay is going to come in, and that Flag will make it home. We are tied up at 1 apiece, 7 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock, so still plenty of time for anything to happen. He actually runs right into a melee, but luckily the nade is going to get the kill from the grave to go down for the boys in red.
Now this is where the pressure really going to start to come on to team. So we're going to see this push coming through. Couple of hits that's going to be taken down there from Ninja. Another one there from Chris. It's all just frags happening all over the map as we are 1-1 here. Good little view there, not underneath, trying to come back around. So we're on board with Gigabrit here, looking to try and get an angle. I think she might have lost where he was. Going to find him out in the open there, and she's going to actually be on a killing spree here, finding lots of frags. Is she going to be able to get away? No, she's not. Gets taken out from behind.
But luckily for her, the Slays still came in and still putting Raygun on their back foot, forcing the spawn up. But just as that happens here, Scout Waka catching the backside of Uber Nick. So that's going to be a clean kill, and we're back to a 3v3 scenario. Scout Walker now going to try to advance forward. Does have a teammate with the easy shots coming in, but Ninja Bunny going in for another Ninja. Oh, it's like kind of a pseudo one. Did catch the backside of Kevin Cool. And let me tell you, Queen literally has been going for Ninjas since yesterday. Even when he was down by double-digit kills, he was still going for those crazy Ninjas, and so far, he is hitting them right here, right now. The Flag does end up getting pulled down, but there's going to be a little bit of bait as they do not have the Slays just yet.
Oh, there could be a pull here again. They're going to be able to grab the kill and gets the Flag. That's going to be movement over to the left side. We'll see whether or not they can chase them down here. Flag now crossing over, getting closer, and it's going to be actually a return pull coming in now. So it's going to be a bit of a standoff of both sides trying to get back control of their Flag. We're on board here with Team Raygun as they're trying to make sure that they're in position, but it's ultimately going to come down, I think, to who can return the Flag as to who's going to take the lead.
Still on board now with Kevin Cool. Nade starting to go out. Easy kill coming out of him. Able to take down Uber Nick as 2 go down for the boys in blue. So now that's going to allow Kevin Cool to try to get some advance. They need to get the return on this Flag so they can make something happen, but the defense has to come in because there's multiple players on Team Uber Nick who are trying to advance forward, get the Slays, turn their Flag. We're in a bit of a stalemate here. Plenty of time on the clock, and let me tell you, when it's tied up at 1 apiece, this next cap is really going to set the tone for the rest of the game.
Ooh, great melee there from Scalp Walker to be able to get the headshot follow-up. A little bit of a fight happening there, but both Flags still sitting in their respective bases. That's actually right in front. Very interesting pull. I'm surprised that no one was able to score because that blue Flag is right there. Red team going to have to try and push quickly, otherwise the score can come back the other way. Fight back to again. Oh, the grenade not going to come through, but a great follow-through from Ubernick. He's going to be able to still maintain the Flag, and he's going to grab the score right before he dies. Team Ubernick now going to take the lead.
Scout Walker able to put his 19th kill on the board, but it's not enough to stop the capture from coming in out of Team Ubernick, holding on to a 2-1 lead, trying to go in up to tempo, but Tarquin is going to be taken down. It's going to be Kevin Cool to go down for Team Ubernick, and that was almost a flag run, making it toward the 50% portion of the map, but it's going to be stopped just short, and that's going to be an easy return for the blue team.
And after an early lead taken by Team Raygun, it's been 2 in a row from Ubernick's side, as they're now just holding on to this lead. 4 minutes left to play in round 1. And it's a good comeback so far, but still plenty of time for a return from Team Raygun. So now we're on board with Ubernick. There's going to be a couple more shots, not going to be able to defend the flag. That is going to be a pull coming through the invis. As we're trying to see whether or not Ninja can chase this down, he needs to make sure that he's out of the way so that he can get the flag. That's going to be one, but he's no shields. Flag still making its way down mid. It's slow moving. And both sides really doing a great job of containing their zones, and we're going to see that returned again.
And 2 go down once again for Team Raygun, and that means that flag is actually going to be on the move. It's Gigabrit running the flag home, but it looks like there's shots to be coming in, making her go all the way down to 1 shot, and finally going to be able to stop short. So a secondary round of slays is needed, and it was like Tarquin's well aware of it, ends up getting the double kill, and the relay's going to come in. Beautiful plays. 4 down go Team Ubernick.
Yeah, both flags pulled at the moment. Our team making sure they're able to get theirs back. That will be the return. Blue, though, still sitting right here out in front, going to be pulled again. Big fight happening out, and it's going to be Blue coming away. That's going to be the return for theirs as well. And now we're getting an extremely interesting situation where it's still a 1 flag lead for Team Ubernick, but both sides are getting consistent pulls.
That they are, so back on board now. Ninja Big Bunny, aka Tarquin, aka the Reachway, makes way towards top mid. Gigabrit ends up getting another double kill, putting her 16th kill on the board, and now advancing that flag over towards against the 50% portion of the map. Just barely gonna miss out on that flag. Ends up running to another player, does still have a thrust in the back pocket, so beautiful shots and a great job for the play her life, but sadly the nade is gonna come in. Scalp gonna be awarded the kill for that one.
The run coming through right now. The flag juggled, but just shy here on Refrigeration side. The return going to start to the flag pull as well. Blue team coming down. The return is coming through, but they got to make sure that Red not able to advance this flag farther forward. So the return is going to come through, and that is going to be sent back towards base. Not before another kill comes in, and oh God, this situation just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Only a minute 40 left to play. Still the lead for Team Ubernick, but you can feel in Team Raygun how they are trying to push to get this 1 pull to potentially get into overtime.
Yeah, luckily for them, they have 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is enough time. And on top of that, as that flag gets pulled, they'll also have sudden death as long as they're within 1 capture. So plenty of time on the board, but they still need to polish up their plays, get the slays, and also outside of Scout Walker, who's currently 29-11, throwing up 7 assists as well. The rest of the team is going to have to step it up if they want to capture this flag here. Flag is on the move as we're seeing the return coming for one team, and another flag is being pulled, but a counter return is coming in, which really favors Team Ubernick, who are holding on to that 1 cap lead.
Good, coming through here from Kevin Cool, not able to hit the melee. It's going to be another one coming in from the right side now. There's a few more grenades going to pop off. Kevin backing off a little bit, waiting to see if he can get some more support from his team. That's going to be 1 down out in front. The pull does come through. He needs to get that kill, and he will. That's going to be a death on the flag. Kevin moving down to try and continue moving this back towards his own side. He'll die, but not before getting it out into the mid of the left side. Another battle breaking through. It's going to need to be 1 here, and it is. That could potentially be a return, but more red coming through, and Team Raygun might be able to tie this up.
Sadly, but here comes the cavalry coming out of Team Ubernick, going right in for the return, but it's actually going to be baited out. Scout Walker putting the 30-second kill on the board. And look at the awareness going right up and looking towards top mid, because that's where all the pressure would be coming from. With 3 seconds left on the clock, we're going to be going to a sudden death, and nobody's to stop that flag from going in. We are tied up at 2 apiece. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into overtime.
Yeah, and a great pull from Team Raygun right there. Excellent coordination between everyone on their side to make sure that it was protected all the way back. And so now 1 flag cap to win the round. 5 minutes on the board. We're already seeing the fight breaking out in middle. A couple more shots ringing through. He can actually get caught out into the open there, and that's a great kill from Scalp Waka, who's holding down the side. Flagpool is going to come through. He's trying to rotate back around to make sure that he's able to catch back up to it. as this is Ninja trying to carry it forward. Needler in hand, not going to be able to get the kill on that one. Just needs to continue to juggle the flag as much as he can because he is going to die, and he will. Right in front of base, more blue comes through, but red on top, but not for long. Grenade actually going to take it out, and the flag still just sitting out in the open. Are they going to be able to get the return? Yes, they will.
Clutch return comes in. Beautiful plays by Win and friends, and that the flag is still on the move though, and that's going to be a capture coming in out of Team Raygun. My gosh, the Slaves were going in, and they were almost able to get a relay on the flag, but sadly it was not enough. That flag cap is going to go in. Game number 1 going towards Team Raygun.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you know, to get the first point and then you fall back, able at the last second to push into overtime and win a huge comeback from Team Raygun. And now they're just 1 game away from being able to move on to the grand finals. What an exhilarating way to start off the day here.
Team Raygun were definitely tested in that one. They had to fight with their backs against the wall, and they were able to do so. As we're looking towards these stats, and we're seeing the captures for Raygun, 2 for him, and Kevin Cool even throwing up 1 on the board. But what I'm really interested in seeing is that damage stats towards the end, and see how many kills are being put out. Scalpa, 30, 4, and 11. 14 assists as well. That's a 23.7 KDA coming out of Scout. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, 22s across the board. Gigabrit, Uber Nick, and Win able to put 22 big ones on the Slays department.
Yeah, and again, just great teamwork on that last capture in regulation to be able to push overtime. They had the protection, they had everything they needed, and it ended up working out. So just, again, excellent showing here. Team Ubernick going to try and bounce back in the next one as we take a look at the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind to get the highest plays of that match, because, I mean, we are off to a roaring start here, Tony.
That we are. There was plenty of plays on that one, and you're seeing them right here. I love that third-person point of view as you see that nobody was able to contest that flag cap from going in. So Team Raygun was really controlling the tempo, but then that ninja coming in, that kind of changed all the momentum in the favor of Team Uber Nick right there, who ended up going up 2-1 in the game. But as you guys saw, Team Raygun in the final seconds able to squeeze away one last cap, force the overtime, and once it goes to overtime, it's about who wants it more, and the boys in red end up coming up big on that one and stealing game number 1.
Yeah, and a great way to do it as well. So now, like I said, on match point, they just need 1 more to move on to the grand finals. And boy, oh boy, if this is what we're seeing, I would not be surprised to see this one go all the way to game 3, because everyone is just playing out of their mind. And God, and this is why I love Capture the Flag. And I think Capture the Flag specifically on Aquarius as well is so much fun, because it's open, but also closed enough where if you can get decent protection going down, you can really maintain control of that flag. And all you need to do at that point is just win those 1v1 fights. And that's exactly what we saw. But now heading over to Live Fire, this is going to be a real do or die for Team Ubernick if they want to stay alive in this tournament.
Plenty of goodies on Live Fire, and kind of just like we talked about yesterday during the 1v1s, it's the same thing with 4v4s. You have to control the resources, and potentially even more important, because there's more players that can ultimately steal them away from you. That's right. I'm talking about the rocket launcher. That's right. I'm talking about the camouflage. I'm talking about that heat wave, and also don't forget about the repulsor and mangler as well. That mangler coming up every 30 seconds. You can actually have multiple players on your team with manglers in hands, and those, and I'm going to tell you, at close range, they're absolutely deadly with that one-shot beatdown, but also with the 2-shot and then the drop weapon tech to drop in and pull out your BR. They're also the king of mid-range as well. So controlling the mangler is going to be really important as well going into the 4v4s.
Yeah, and so this going to be interesting. I love Live Fire. I love the sort of way that this map flows, how if you really work as a team, you can move as a unstoppable unit through and have just good control, because when you've got all 4 people working together, as long as you're landing your shots, you can actually really lock down this map super quickly. So I'm excited to see what Team Raygun pulls out, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually think Team Ubernick, with how they were playing last round, it's gonna have a little bit of an advantage here.
I can definitely see that Team Ubernick are not afraid to get really aggressive and to out-rotate the enemy team. And when you're playing on Stronghold, the moment that you have 2 caps and the enemy team starts to go after one and you're not in position to defend, you have to be willing to out-rotate. So a lot of setup-heavy teams will have problems with Strongholds playing against some of those faster teams. And you might see the same thing here with Team Ubernick, with Chris Raygun not afraid to up the tempo. Meanwhile, 3 out of 4 members going to go down for the boys in red. And just like that, you see Team Ubernick rotate towards Alpha, stealing the AB setup when they just momentarily had CB, but now the fight for Bravo ensues.
Yeah, and a good little fight there. Bravo, the key point on this map. Normally, you like to hold C and B a little bit more of a fluff if you're able to kind of really get the push, but you've got the vision on both really easily if you're able to hold on to those two. As we're going to see the sniper coming back around. Oh, he's going to miss right point blank. Is going to be able to grab the follow-up there. Can't quite get the BR on that one. Going to find someone out in the open, and that's going to be sent back the other way. Remote detonation as the fighting continues. Great repulsor, but the back slap coming in from behind to save his teammate.
Great awareness coming out of Kevin Cool. The nades on the side of the actual platforms, if you don't pick them up, they can actually be shot and turned into explosions of cause, and we call that a remote detonation here in Halo Infinite. So every part of the environment can be used against your opponent, including your BR. Scalpa getting a big double kill, and because of that, they're going to be able to secure B, and now to hold on to an AB setup. At this point, they can slow things down. They don't have to push for the triple cap just yet. But as soon as they lose the Slaves battle, as soon as they start to lose A or B, that's when the rotation is going to have to come in. Holding down Nest is a boys in red. But the multiple players going to go down. All 3 out of 4 players are going down. Sliggy, what is happening?
Yeah, just frag after frag after frag, and it's still a close game. Only a 7-point differential as B will go back into the side of Ubernick. They're holding on to it right now as there comes the capture. We'll see whether or not Raygun able to push back forward. So we're on board with Gigabrit here. Switching back over to Scalpwalker. The defense on C. Gets the headshot. Great track in there. Able to take down Ubernick. And now almost able to get C, but he's going to get followed up before he's able to capture. Excellent defense coming through there. And this game continues to be back-to-back.
47-38 lead going in favor of Team Raygun, but it looks like Team Ubernick able to put a double cap on the board. You have to put at least 2 caps on the board if you want to earn points towards your scoreboard here, and that's exactly what Team Ubernick are doing. The Slaves started coming in, they're starting to get aggressive. They actually want pushing in for the trip cap. Freak ends up getting a big kill off a screen. 2 go down, and the trip cap comes in out of Team Ubernick. That's going to earn double the points, but as I say, that C ends up being stolen, but still looking really good for the boys in blue.
Ooh, one away. Great nade. Doesn't even need it, but still excellently placed. That's going to be C coming back into the hands of Team Ubernick. But B, still that critical one that they need to try and capture here if they really want to start to get the points rolling. A and B, or A and C, I should say, swap so easily. And you can see that right there with Raygun and his side able to grab A as we're on board with Scalpwalker. Moving in towards B. Still has a good control here, and he's actually going to rotate all around the C and allow B to be captured by Team Ubernick.
Multiple of his teammates are going to go down, but luckily he has the sniper rifle in his hands. This is the equalizer right here. Able to steal away Charlie, but he still needs another cat to put points on the board, and he's getting heavily pushed here over towards Charlie, doing a great job of milking his life and trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Now going to go in for the challenge, but he still has shields. Great utilization of the environment here, looking like Snipe down with that trigger discipline. Scalpa's able to stay alive, taking down Freak, and now going right after Charlie. That was a beautiful play. The man was one shot for so long, but utilizing that environment, that coverage on there to play his life, earns himself the 9th kill and the C cap.
Will be about to flip once more, and we're still seeing this be a close game. 67 and counting to 71. Team Raygun starting to really work their way back. Great positioning all around here from Team Raygun. They're holding great positions for this B site. Couple of hits on there as Kevin going to look to try and chase this kill down before the shield's able to recharge. Just going to be able to grab him, but not before getting taken out from behind by Toa Freak, who is going to be on the flag now. B looking to potentially switch with a good fight coming from Raygun's side again to secure C, and they're going to continue to build on their lead here.
That they are. Naki Vorta is going to be taken down. Here's going to switch on board with Scalpo. He's going to get some heavy pressure over towards A. Garage. Does not care. The nades come in to make Gigabrick one shot, and then the easy finish with the heady. And now 2 blue players coming in towards A. They're going to be stealing this in. The third person point of view sees the collapse coming in. And now we're seeing Ubernick try to make it out because it's not enough to capture just 1. They need to hold on to a minimum of 2. In a perfect world, maybe all 3 points on the map.
Coming more through here, holding on to A. They've got all 3 right now, though. We have Team Ubernick attempting to capture C. They will be able to grab it, but this point favor still getting more and more big. We saw very close throughout the first half of this game, but now Team Raygun feels like they're starting to pull away. They're holding on to A and B like an absolute stout magician, as now waiting for that overshield to pop. It's going to be able to grab it, Needler in hand. He's going to pop the OV here, and that's going to be disaster for his opponent because he's going to have to just try and get away. Caught in reload as well, and he's actually just going to abandon the fight.
And now grabbing the overshield and also sniper rifle as well. He has to really get aggressive here. They have to go after Bravo. Holding on to A and C is not the perfect setup that you want to see, but we're gonna see how long they can do it. Just like that, spawners come over towards the dummies ramp and now going right after Charlie. Easy cleanup kill coming in. And now the question is, can he hold on long enough to take C? 2 out of 4 members for Team Ubernick are gonna go down. So Slay's department going in favor of Raygun, and now they steal away the CB setup.
We'll move in towards A. B actually gonna flip as well. Misses 1 sniper, gets the assist. Now movement towards B, there's 1 on it. They're trying to come in. They need to get this capture really bad to try and maintain this lead that they built. A great killing spree coming there from Chris Raygun, as he is going to be taken out, but not before able to grab B. C now under contention. Couple of good nades. Gets 1. Can he get 2? Yes, he can! The double kill from Scalp Waka, as he will be able to capture C all on his own.
And with Team Raygun stealing away all 3 points on the map, putting the first triple cap over towards them, I want to hop into a listen and to find out what the comms are sounding like right now. So let's go right into the comms of Team Raygun and find out how they're going to hold on to the lead and steal the win.
Nice.
Damn it, there's
One
still
shot
a guy on it. There's still 1 shot on
He's
it.
got a heat wave.
Yeah, don't worry, just keep the pressure on C, and if we can grab
He's
B,
right here,
that would
Code.
be ideal. OS is up in a little bit. 8 seconds. I'm gonna push.
Yes, sir. Good shit.
Sandbags on B. Sandbags and B.
All right, we gotta get a sight here, boys.
Oh, what the fuck? Ah, son of a bitch. Taquin's got OS.
OS. Okay.
I
Where
think
to
he's
go?
headed to A.
Yeah, I see it.
All right.
I'm gonna push C.
So they're pushing for A. They're pushing for
Okay,
A.
they got 3 on A. 3 on A. 3 on A. We can cap C and B. They're moving garage. 3 sandbags. 1 garage. They got 1 going scoreboard. Watch tunnels.
It really feels like they're in the zone right here, right now. You're seeing a lot of contact. I mean, they're starting to get a little bit frustrated as well, because I feel like Team Ubernick starting to make some good returns back. We've seen them bring back that point deficit quite a bit here. And honestly, I mean, Team Ubernick's been doing a great job. I think they started to realize how Team Raygun was rotating, and they're really working it to their advantage, as they're almost, and they will be able to capture A there.
153 to 124 going in favor of Team Raygun, but look at the comeback coming in out of Team Ubernick. Ubernick trying to stay alive over towards A, but not going to be able to do so. He is going to go down, and once the captain goes down, sometimes so does the ship.
Yeah, and it's got to be very, very careful how you proceed from here, because you still got that deficit. You've got a flag advantage at the moment, but you got to make sure you're able to hold on to it. And right now, the flag advantage going back towards Team Raygun, and they're looking to try and capture B as well. C going to be able to flip, but it's still a 2-to-1 advantage as far as the points, and the points themselves going to be going back in the Raygun's way.
And now we're on board with the reachway. Easy kill coming out of him. Great job listening to the communication. Whipping out the sniper, but that player is 1 shot. You have to whip out that BR, get the kill earlier. Luckily, he's able to do so, but he goes down to 1 shot himself, where that should have been an easier kill. Luckily, staying alive, stealing away Alpha. And meanwhile, Overshield should be coming up very soon here. Ubernick off the screen, taking down Raygun. And now Ubernick now going to advance forward over towards Bravo. Can he steal this base by himself?
Good cap. He is going to actually be able to take it. Under fire there, is going to get taken out, but that's a huge cap for them as they're going to be able to cut this deficit down even more. Great kill in mid from Ninja Big Bunny as he's still trying to hold down with snipes. He saw that one, looking to try and get the pre-aim, and he'll be able to get it. The head case, absolutely phenomenal. Takes down the shields as well before going down, doing a lot for his team there.
And now the sniper rifle is going to change hands over towards Kevin Cool, getting right behind enemy lines, already holding on to Alpha, but they need to advance forward. They need to steal away Bravo. Meanwhile, easier said than done when Ubernick gets a double kill off a screen, and the damage is starting to fly. Kevin Cool having nothing to do but to stay alive, backing down now, watching that garage side door. They need to get the slaves before they're able to push up. A player does end up overextending. I'm not sure what Tarquin was thinking right there, trying to get the flank, and I don't think they needed that one, but that was the initial kill that ultimately Ray Gun needed to steal away C. But as that happens, Alpha's gonna be trading hands as well.
And we were listening in earlier to Team Raygun when Ubernick's side is starting to come back. But let's take a listen in now to Ubernick because now they've been able to retake the lead. Let's see how their comms sound.
Good beasted, Kevin. Shithead, sorry.
Pillars.
Ian, go to A. B, yeah, nice bit. Good shit.
There we go. Ah, shoot, another one's here. Oh, but looks like we got it back, so.
Let's go, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on C, fuck it.
Just gonna keep anchoring B.
I'll try you next, sorry. Fuck it. Shit, I'm nearly out of B armor.
Taking A also.
Oh, they're taking A right now?
You guys need to hold A if you're gonna hold A.
No, he's one shot an A. Just nade that. There's one more, Nick. Got him. Let's go. Sniper, he's a snipe. He's a snipe. He's pushing in right now. In.
Yep. Ah.
He's one shot on A. Fuck.
Yep.
You can get him, Britt, maybe? He goes health back.
Another one just showed up too.
I'm hopping on C. Yeah, I'm hopping on. 3 on A. 3 on A.
Get C, get C, get C. Just go help C. Don't die for A.
Yep.
Moving out.
Thanks. Oh, it's one shot on C.
And it looks like things might be falling apart here a little bit for Team Ubernick. They were having such great control, but Team Raygun pushing back. You can feel it in the frustration on their voices. They know that they have to try and win this game. They've got a good lead, but now it could be reversing back the other way. We're seeing Toa Freak and Ubernick right now able to secure that C site, but still A and B in the hands of Team Raygun. Another kill going to be coming through, and they might be able to take A off this.
4 members going down here for Team Raygun. And let me tell you, I love the communication coming out of Team Ubernick. It was clear, it was decisive. They would stress those call-outs when it was necessary. And on top of that, they were being so positive, really hyping each other up. And that's a large reason why they were able to steal the lead away from Team Raygun. Mind you guys, this was a 158-36 game going in favor of Team Raygun, and Team Ubernick have stolen the lead and the momentum. They now have the AB setup locked in. Can they hold on? It's 250 points to take the win, and they're within counting.
Yeah, they're right there on the precipice of being able to push us to a Game 3 decider for who will move into the grand finals. It's another fight breaking out here on B. Important for Team Raygun to be able to cap this here because they're under a lot of pressure point-wise from the Caps, but they're not going to be able to get it there. Excellent teamwork coming in from Team Ubernick as A will flip, but B and C still in the hands of Team Uber. As now we're seeing Kevin trying to get this fight. He's not going to be able to push it through. It's going to be more numbers coming in on A as B potentially going to fall, but no, protection right where it needs to be. And that is going to be Team Ubernick taking domination on live fire to push us into Game 3.
Team Ubernick stealing the win from Team Raygun, tying the series. We are going on to a game number 3, and I can't stress, literally, Team Raygun had 5 times the amount of points towards the beginning of that game and going into the mid-game, and Team Ubernick never gave up. The comms were clear. The comms were concise. They also even hyping each other up, and they used that communication to steal that game away. And now game number 3, forget the stats, forget the papers. At this point, it's all about who wants it more. Man, this is exciting.
Yeah, and talk about comebacks there. We saw one in game number 1 for from Team Raygun, where they were able to get that last-second capture to push an OT to win. But now this time, Ubernick and his side coming up with a comeback of their own. They had such a huge deficit halfway through the game, but their coordination, and I mean, we could hear it in their comms, cool and collected, able to bring things back in their favor and hold on to it. As we take a look at the eSwap X Pro Controller rewind of that match, almost able to get that one there, is able to follow up with the no-scope, but you can just see through how this game went, it was a tug of war all the way through.
It really was. And actually, I'm happy we get to watch the rewind because I want to see how this happens. And the score really goes in favor for Team Raygun for quite some time. And then Team Ubernick just stealing that momentum away. And this was crazy. The way he was able to play his life, a Scalp Walker, looking like legitimately, that's what Snipe Down does so amazing, is utilizing the environment on any game he plays, whether it's Halo, whether it's Apex. Scalp Walker was literally looking like a mini Snipe Down right there, playing his life, valuing his life, and then coming back while half shield to pull off the big kill, stealing away C. That was a huge play coming out of him.
Yeah, and now game number 3. That's what we've got on the line, and it is going to be fantastic. We're going to head over to Recharge to finish this series out. Grand finals up for grabs on who is going to win this match. And Tony, I'm not going to lie, I called Ubernick having an advantage in that last one, but this one, honestly, it's a 50-50. I think it could go either way.
Well, I mean, when the game slows down, it looks like Team Raygun would get really comfortable with slowing things down and playing a good line of defense, getting those slays, and then advancing forward. So it really kind of favors, I would say, Team Raygun. However, Team Ubernick, that communication really impressed me. So I would not be surprised if they're able to do that. And you saw Gigabrit, or I should say you heard Gigabrit in the chat trying to kind of play that IGL, saying, hey, slow things down. You guys watch A. We're going to watch B. We can slow things down just like they do and force them to make a mistake. So if they could bring that same energy and that level of strategy coming into Slayer, they can easily come out on top. Either way, name of the game. Controlling the camouflage, control that shock rifle as well when things get slow. And if you want to hold down any point of the map, you need a close range engagement weapon. So you need a mangler, or you ultimately need that sword to really hold things down no matter what side of the map you want to be on. We're going into game number 3, do or die.
Yeah, do or die, and you know that the tension is gonna be high. Let's take a listen in for Team Raygun to start off this match to see what they're doing to try and grab this win.
In control room now, he's going to control 2. Oh yeah, they do got sword. There's a guy control 2.
They got sword. Sword on me. There you go. Sword's down.
I picked it up. Control down.
Nice, good shit. Oh,
Nice,
shit,
nice.
Rotate the A. Oh, Chris, you're coming back. He's out there. I'll come back.
They got 2 pipes. Watch glass, watch glass. One shot. Got it. They got 1 in pipes.
One hole.
With shock rifle. Okay.
Okay, watch out. I'm kind of watching the angle as well.
Okay,
Shoot in the head.
Watch
behind.
Top control, mangler.
Oh, right.
Don't push it. He's got mangler. Don't push.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not pushing.
I do have sword.
Right behind you, Kevin.
Ubernick's coming.
Got him.
Yeah, there we go.
They're still holding pipes.
Attic.
Yep.
Oh no!
I got the sword. I got the sword. All right, I'm moving away.
And you can feel even early on here, a lot of concentration coming through. Not a whole lot of comms, but the comms that they are pulling, very important. You can see them backing off, calling out the mangler. Don't want them to go into situations that they're obviously going to probably lose. So great, excellent concentration coming through. But I think the silence really playing a big part. It shows how locked in these players are into winning these one-on-one gunfights.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a little bit more communication when I'm on a team and playing competitively. However, I also like valuable communication. And one thing I heard in the comms was Scalp saying, Kevin, I'm right with you. I'm pushing up with you. That small call out may seem like not much. However, that small level communication, now I feel comfortable from Kevin. Now I'm like, okay, you know what? He's with me. Let's get aggressive. Let's bait and switch. Let's play as a twosome and not over challenge into the individual gunfights and turn those individual gunfights instead into 2v1. So I love valuable comms coming in, and that's what you heard come out of Team Raygun. Probably a large reason why they have a 3-kill lead at the moment.
Yeah, and a great job here of just rotating back around. Scalpwalker able to get back away as we see the perfect coming through. Hopping on board with Gigabrit here over in the tunnels. As now back again towards hallway. It's been a very back and forth game, and you can see that reflected in the scoreline. Only a 2-kill advantage down to a 1-kill advantage. And this back and forth, they are really pulling it back on Team Ubernick's side. Both teams, though, you can feel really understand the weight of winning this game.
As you can on board now with Takwin. Excellent shots coming in, but the third person point of view coming, almost able to take the 2v1 or the 1v2 scenario, but sadly numbers not going in the favor of our blue team roster as we're seeing a 1v1 gunfight over towards Long Haul. Looks like that's Freak coming in. The nades are coming as well. But luckily Freak was able to stay alive, and all 4 members of Ubernick up, but not for long.
A couple more good shots coming through, but not going to be able to get that kill. Got to back off, though, here. Ubernick caught in an awkward spot. Is going to be able to grab 1 kill as he looks to rotate back around on the left side of Hydro. Underneath, though, we're going on board with Toa Freak here in Reactor. He's got the Needler in hand, so if he gets pushed, he might be able to grab something. The shield recharge going to help him out a lot. We see 2 from Team Raygun pushing down long hallway. He's looking to get the kill. The Needler, and it's search and destroy again before he gets taken out there from the 2 in hallway. Back and forth continues, but now Team Raygun still holding on to about a 5-kill lead right now.
That they are. You know what? Let's hop on board here with the comms from Team Ubernick and find out what they're going to do to eat away at this deficit, because there's still enough time on the board.
All right, it's fine.
I got it.
5 kills. He has swords. Watch out.
Yep.
Ian, he might have sword down there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pursue. Don't worry.
Yeah, Chris has got sword. He's chasing me right now. How did you? That's fucking bullshit. Good shit. Nice, nice.
Right,
One more Nick in front of you. Pull a sword. No way.
Oh,
I got one. Okay. Right, Kevin's weak going elevator.
We guys slow down our desks. Like,
yep, facts.
One shot bridge.
He's 1 shot. Nice.
There we go.
I got fucking stuck, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, let's slow this down.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. How did I...
Kevin's weak.
Die?
Kevin's weak up here. Jump down.
Oh, oh.
There he goes.
On me. Damn.
Oh, God.
Chris is weak long haul.
Shit.
Gotcha.
Oh. Got Chris.
Get the hell out of here.
Down by 1. Down by 1. No deaths.
To the left, Brith. There's one coming over here. It's Kevin. He's weak.
Don't die.
Stand alive.
Let's
go.
Nice.
Let's go,
Nice.
Nick.
Nice.
Turn the fuck up, Nick. Let's go.
Fucking weapon. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Turn me up.
And I think you can hear from their comms so far, equally as getting the information across, but there's so much levity on their side. They're really feeling it. They're having fun. They're having a good time. They're like Nick getting a phenomenal double kill there, and his team really hyping him up. And I think that can a lot of the times be the difference in what wins or loses you a match. It's still super close here, within 3, but we're getting down close to the final 10 kills.
I totally love that in a team. When I'm competing, one of the most important things to me is communication and positivity. I do not want to hear anybody being negative in the comms, no matter how bad or good somebody's doing. I always want to hear positivity and good communication, and that's what I heard coming out of Team Ubernick, hitting the 40 kill mark, but within striking distance still is Team Raygun. The shots are going to come in. Scout Walker doing a great job, once again, valuing his life, and then coming right back in, allowing his teammate and trusting his teammate to clean up that kill. However, Ubernick once again getting a double kill, 24 kills on the board here for the captain.
And now looking to try and push forth again. this going to be coming down from Team Ubernick's side. We're on board with Ninja Big Bunny as he's just looking to try and find some people out in the open. Lot near Hydro as he gets one grenade down underneath the headshot, a second grenade thrown in. They're going to be able to get away. Another shot coming through. More kills coming in, 46 to 39. Only 4 more kills needed for Team Ubernick to be able to move on to the grand finals. Couple more shots going through, but they just got to be careful they don't get caught out in the open. They've got a good lead. All they need to do is hold on to it. Couple more shots landed, taking cover, 2 up top. The grenade up there, killing spree. He's able to get 1 before taken down, and now they're down to the last 2.
26 kill being put on the board here for Ubernick, but he is going to be taken down. So it's 48 to 42, still going in favor of the boys in blue. And look at Ubernick coming right in with the shock rifle. Shots are starting to fly out, going down to 1 shot. Has to stay alive. He has to play his life. 49th kill comes in.
I died.
He's got possession. All they need is 1.
Let's go,
almost able to get it, and that's going to be it right there. Team Ubernick going to be able to grab it through and move on to the grand finals.
And let's just listen to them. Listen to them celebrate. You know that they got a big win right there. I love that. And a big game coming out of the captain himself. I can't wait to look at the stats. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure he was able to put up 26, maybe even 27 kills on the board for Ubernick. Really stepping forward. Hey, that's what a captain does. When the team needs somebody to lead, that's what he does.
Yeah, and now, I mean, looking at the score line as well. Look at Ubernick, the one-handed carry, 26 to 9, 5 assists, an absolutely phenomenal performance coming through. More than half of the total kills on his side. That is an MVP performance if I've ever seen one.
That it was, and great job for Team Chris Reagan. I mean, they came out on the top in that first game and really had all the momentum on their side, but Team Ubernick answering back. They had a little bit of momentum coming in and whatnot, and they were able to get that teamwork coming in, and that's what I think was the difference maker in that game, was their teamwork, their positivity, and their unselfish gameplay, willing to play for each other as we take a look at the eSwapX Pro Controller Rewind.
Yeah, and I mean, just such a back and forth game too. Came really down to the bitter end, but I mean, Ubernick really helping to elevate his side to the next level, and we're seeing that here even in the replays coming through, just making play after play after play to really ensure that his team was able to secure things here, and didn't even need a comeback because it was just a slugfest down to the very end, Tony.
That it was. Look at the shock rifle kill. The first one goes down and they just fall like dominoes from there. And that's when you heard the whole team just hyping him up right there, because that was such an incredible snipe and really sucked the energy out of the room. And Team Ubernick did a great job of controlling the game from there. And mind you, Team Raygun started off beautifully. They actually had the lead for about I would say maybe 25 to 30% of that game. But then Team Ubernick doing exactly what they do, and that's answer back, having the mental fortitude to always know that you're in it, and ultimately just to come in and to steal that win away was really good coming out of Team Ubernick.
Yeah, it really was, and that's going to be Team Ubernick able to move on to the grand finals. An excellent, again, performance coming from his team as a whole, but really, you got to give the MVP honors to him in that last one. I mean, you dropped 26 kills, and man, oh man, there's no way that you're going to be able to lose. So we'll be able to see more of him, but I can't wait to see more of this tournament as we continue to move on. This has been phenomenal so far.
That it was. And you know what's crazy? Like, I feel like we had all the ups and downs that almost an entire tournament would have, but that was just the first series. That was literally series number 1. We still have to watch the other side of round number 1 and then ultimately watch the 2 victors go at it. But one thing we know is that Team Ubernick are making it to the finals, and they're looking like a strong competitor coming in.
Yeah, that they are, but we're going to cut to a short break. When we come back, the second semifinal before the Grands. Here's part of the main event on the Twin Suns Spartan Masters.
The Twin Suns Spartan Masters is brought to you by the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro Controller, the official hardware sponsor of the Spartan Masters. And by Vite Ramen, so easy to eat healthy, it's almost like cheating.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Spartan Masters Invitational. I'm your host, Steve, and we are jumping onto the second stage of our event with Match 2. We've already had an exciting morning and a lot of action here. Now, let's take a look at the eSwap X Pro Controller first round where Team Ubernick and Team Chris Raygun went head-to-head. I am now joined on the desk by Sleegy and Laz. Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome back, everyone, to the Spartan Masters event. We are looking at an exciting afternoon and lots of games. We had an early morning here with lots of action from Team Ubernick and Team Chris Raygun. We're taking a look right now at the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind, and I'm joined on the desk by Slinky and Laz. Welcome back to the event, gentlemen.
Yeah, appreciate it. And woo, man, my heart is still pumping after that last series. I mean, boy, oh boy, talk about a slugfest down to the end, but Ubernick able to move forward, and now I'm excited to see which team's going to be able to meet him up there in the grand finals.
And I gotta say too, like, I wasn't even in this, like, commentating, and I was so excited. Like, I was just sitting there eating popcorn. I'm like, man, this is a juicy, juicy game, and I cannot believe we got even more action here today.
I was on the edge of my seat that first round. It was too close to call. Both teams did incredible. There's some incredible plays out there, and now we're jumping into our second part of the event. I'm super excited to see this because we were talking about this a little earlier today, seeing how these teams were built. Team to watch here, obviously, is, I was going to say, both of them. So it's going to be a close round here, too.
Yeah, I mean, capture the flag. If it's anything like what we saw last time, I want to see another OT. Like, that was just, man, that was absolutely fantastic. I want this to be even more of a slugfest, if that's even possible.
You know, I don't even know, Sleegy. Like, I mean, we were kind of talking about these rosters. I mean, I think the captains did a lot of good homework, and I think the rosters are pretty stacked across the board. I'm not thinking, you know, one team is the super team, if you want to look at it like that. I think this is a really well-balanced rosters that we have, and especially starting things off, man, I cannot wait for this. I mean, now the fact that we're going into, like, you know, competitive 4v4 action, woohoo, that's even better, baby.
Well, friends, I'm excited to share. We are jumping in right now to this match. I am excited to see how they both perform.
Yeah, I am as well. And again, you know, capture the flag on this map Aquarius really, I feel, accentuates the feel of traditional Halo CTF. And we got to see a bit of that last time. It's what I think all of us hope for when we go into a capture the flag match in competitive. So let's hope for more of the same here.
Oh, the action's already getting started, and like we talked about, it's capture the flag, so things are completely switched around. This isn't, you know, just the 1v1s. This isn't, you know, a free-for-all. This is the 4v4 action now, so this is where things are starting to really build up and get that pressure going. And already look at this. So much aggression coming in from the red team of Team Ackman, and already the camo and the frags coming in hot and heavy.
And a good fight happening here at top mid. Just looking to potentially come all the way through. That's going to be a great backslap coming in from behind as we got the flag already pulled over in utility as they're trying to see if they can potentially push it forward, and a great start to this round here.
Really good amount of control, and I mean, even the flag's been dropped a little bit as well here, so this is good. Now Team Ackman, they just kind of have to figure out a way to capitalize on this. And we talked a lot about Spiteful yesterday. He was the one player that did win, you know, the first day. He won the 1v1, so he was able to get himself a nice little prize pool as well, Sliggy. So we're going to have to see if he can bring in that heat like he did yesterday, because, man, he was popping.
Yeah, that he really was, and still looking to try and see if they can get back control of this flag. Fight happening over here on the left side. Great grenade throw. He's trying to try and bail out to get his shields back as he looks to move up with his team. That red flag so close. It's in the danger zone, and they are going to be able to pick it back up and try and bring it forward. One final push to see if they can stop him down, but that's going to be one kill on one, and it looks like they are going to be able to capture this unless there's some last-second heroics looking to push forward through mid, and that's going to be the capture for Team Ackman to take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's big, and they were able to get this as well, so now they already got themselves a 1-0 start. That's great for Team Ackman because they're feeling good. Now they already have some good control of this game, but they cannot let off the gas yet because, I mean, Team Hidden Next, I mean, they have lots of time that they can still work with. This is still over 10 minutes, so when they can get down a lot of bodies here for Team Ackman, this is when they want to start pushing the pressure on the map. And you can already see there's been 2, making, you know, 3 almost members getting down, so it makes it easier for them to go for that flag right away.
This is a good pull from the start. It's going to be out into about midfield. He is going to get taken down before he can get it truly into mid. Looking for the follow-up here. Still out into mid. Another good kill coming through. To double kill coming from Nade God, as he is going to be able to try and secure the way forward, and that's going to be an even Steven game now. 1-1 standing in this game.
And that's already like 2 members down already, so this is what we talked about, right? Like, is you need to make sure that you can stay alive. If you lose like 1 or 2 people, you have to be able to stay alive for those respawns to be a little bit better. And already the flag of Hidden Next is getting dropped, so we're gonna have to see if these guys can figure this out. And that's already 2 members, maybe making it 3. Yes, it's gonna be huge. Ackman himself, he's gonna be able to get some good damage, getting himself a double. Oh man, the cherry on top of this pie now. They're gonna be on running with that flag.
Yeah, the good juggle coming forth here. And, you know, let's take a listen to Team Ackman, see how their comms are going, especially as this flag makes its way to their blue base.
Their court, the court.
Coming help you.
Oh, so close.
I killed him, got you. Flag still there. There's two top mid, 1 jump down for flag. Kill top mid. Good cover. Watch top mid. There you go. Good pull there.
Untouched again.
Coming out. Nading it. Can I kill this guy? Luke's up top. He's one shot. Good shit. I'm going down for 3. Watch my back. And you till.
One guy coming back with the flag.
He's returning. Oh fuck, one back.
Oh
shit, he's one.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Pulling our court.
Fuck, dude. Oh, Luke's pushing me hard. I'm one shot.
P2.
There's a heat wave right by the flag.
Got it.
Good comms coming through as well, as now we're going to see that flag returned. It's still sitting at a 1-1 score line. There's been some good fights going back and forth, as I think both sides, I mean, it feels so evenly matched right now.
No, it completely does. I mean, I agree with you as much, you know, in this situation. You can hear the comms too. Everybody's getting really hyped. Everybody's, you know, having those crystal clear comms. It's so important. And I know Tony kind of mentioned that before. You want that positivity. You want to make sure the comms are good, because right now, this is where things start to really build up, and this is where it cooks. And you can see the flag is going to be returned. So this is a good amount of work. Team Ackman lose 3 players right away, but you can already see this flag is getting thrown around, and this is going to be spiteful. You should be able to get this through. It is going to be the 1-1, but this should make it the 2-1. Can he get it there? No, he will, and he finally does.
Yeah, and that's going to be a great capture as well to give Team Hidden Next the lead. And now they just got to try and hold on to it. There's still plenty of time left to play in this game. A couple more shots going to be coming through. Rotating back around. Going to be another fight right in front of the flag. Going to be able to get away, and great help from his teammate. Not going to be able to get away, but Nade God doing such a great job of being able to hold it down as they get another pull coming through here.
Oh man, and this flag just cannot be able to get out of here. So now, I mean, they do take them down. 2 members of Team Ackman have fallen. Just General He that's going to be removed, as well as Coven now. So still all the players from Hidden Next alive. So this is a great position for them because they have the control in middle. You can see Spiteful, he's just fighting around that camo area, being an absolute nuisance here for Team Ackman. And the fact that he's able to just get players like this is huge. And now they're going to be able to get that flag. And look at the position. They go a little bit of a tag and bag, and now they can get that into the planters. And this is a great amount of positioning, Sleeky.
Yeah, that it is. And the flag still working its way towards
R3,
Team Ackman. Need this cap to be able to take back this tie and get things back level. Good juggling coming through.
Yeah, is it clear in base?
Let's go, dude. I'm on re.
Needs to try and get this flag back. Both flags are gone. That's going to be it, and that's a huge blow for Team Ackman.
Cut one coven, 3 shots.
Still cut 1 week. I'm going camo. Come in.
They're for street as well. They're for street.
I got camo.
Don't desperate this. Don't desperate this.
2 on their flag.
In their base. I got camo. I'm playing slow. Ackman 1. Dead.
Nice.
Oh, I might lose camo here. They're chasing hard.
I got your help from top mid.
Camo's down. There's 2 up, P2.
One mid.
Behind you,
Luke. Behind you, Luke. Arash, don't get too aggressive here. You're good, man. You're good. We're up.
I got him.
Chris, you good on
you too?
I'm playing slow here.
Yeah, I'm playing slow.
I'm nading
you
two.
One their flag right now.
Still util, possibly.
Yeah, util.
Nagod. Their fridge.
Oh, he's weak in util. Oh, util.
Got him.
Nice, Luke.
Oh, you can hear it there. I mean, there's some really good comms. And I think I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I mean, even just, the players saying, play back, you don't need to push. That's the clear comms that I talked about. It's just those little things that can make such a big difference in a game like this with the stakes being this high. And, somebody not getting, too excited to go for the pushes and playing a little bit more smart team play.
Good Polkin coming through. Actman has got some work to do if they want to try and get this game back level. They're not going to be able to get away. Spiteful coming away with a big double kill in that situation. Doing a great job of guarding the flag. Is he going to be able to get this extra kill? Yes, he will. Oh, no, actually, he gets taken out there. Back and forth, and the flag still making its way forward.
Flag has made its way through, and I believe that's already 2 players from Hidden X that have been taken down, so a little problematic. Not a situation you want to be. Team Ackman looking really good right now. Flag will get picked up again. It's still getting tested here. This is some bumpy waters, and now you can see the flag is making its way through. They should be able to have enough time. They drop it. Can he get it? There, he will be able to. The cap will come through in a great way to making this a 3-2.
A 3-2, 4 minutes, still plenty of time to get another pull to get this game back level. As Spiteful actually going to get taken down there. A couple more coming through. We're waiting to see whether or not he's going to be able to get this kill. Gets a couple more shots, and that's going to be yet another pull as Team Ackman really try to get this game tied up here.
General He does have the flag, and he's still running as fast as he can. He's in Hydro. He's trying to get this as far as he can. He'll take his life. He doesn't care. 2 players remaining. The Ackman and Bulls Coven, the last 2 that are remaining for now. The respawns are finally coming back in, and even now these will be the heat wave used. Not going to be able to make the job done. Ackman not able to make an action for himself right now.
Another good double kill coming through from Nade God, doing what he needs to do to try and pull this forward. I mean, they're so close, but not able to quite get the capture. Team Ackman starting to really run low on time. 3:10 left to play. That's going to be out and around the corner. Oh, and a Sneak King actually going to be able to come through as they backslap each other somehow.
Sneaky beaky, it's going to be good. And now look at this. It's only just Nagod by himself. That's going to be all 4 down, but it will be the respawn. Coven is back. This is huge, though. This is a lot of time that can be given to Team Hidden X. They're going to start running. You can see they're getting there as fast as possible. Look at this movement. It is so sleek, and look at how far and how much possession they've been able to get. This might be the cap right here, but oh no, he's gone away from it. He's going to try to go for the fight. He will take one before he falls.
Well, it's flag still down. They're trying to push up to grab it and bring it back in. If the Team Hidden X is able to get another capture, that's pretty much going to be all she wrote for this game. That flag's still down as well. Both flags going to get returned back to their base as Spiteful going to get taken out again. 2:19 left to play. Still 3-2. Still need to grab one for Team Ackman as they're trying to move downfield, but they keep getting caught out in these fights where it's 2v1 situations.
Yeah, and there's only 2 minutes left, so I mean, there is still time to make this happen. It's definitely, not impossible in this kind of a situation, but they now need to go for plan B. They need to figure out what they need to do to at least get themselves at a tie so that we can push this to overtime. But that's going to be a double that comes in big. That's absolutely massive from Ackman. So now the flag, again, going to be running through. They're sprinting as fast as they can. Again, they get so much control of this, but it's going to be a matter. Can they actually get the cap this time?
Well, they might be able to finish this one out and get things back level. They're right here on the precipice. The flag, though, is going to go down. They need to try and pull it. That's going to be another kill. And Team Hidden X pushing in. Whoa, just feet away. They're going to grab the pull as well to make sure it's safe. But that's going to be the return. What a play from Team Hidden X to prevent the capture there just feet away.
Oh, man, I cannot believe that happened. They even throw the flag away. They did so many great things to just deny this play. Flag still down. And already going for the fight. That's going to be a double. Comes in again for Nagod. He's had a lot of good doubles. He's already had 28 kills so far, Sleeky. This is huge. I mean, Coven right behind him with about 23. This is absolute madness.
That it is, and it's still being pushed. It's going to be a good return. Good double team fight on here. Is he going to be able to get the win? No, it's actually a bit of a back and forth there. Both going down. The flag, though, is pulled, and now this could be a critical moment. Ackman himself trying to bring it back over to his side. He's got support from his teammates. They just need to get it in the zone. He's got everyone on his side, and they're going to be able to bring that off, but the flag is gone. They need to try and return it to their base right now.
Oh man, so now he has to just completely sit on this. He can't even move around, so now this Team Ackman, they have to go retrieve their flag so that they can get this cap. It's only 20 seconds left. Time is dwindling. Time is ticking. They need to make something happen, and it's a matter of now. General Heat still has it, and he will get taken down, but the flag is still in control for the time being. But it's a matter if they can return this so that they can get this cap. It's so important.
This still in the issue of the zone. Both flags are gone, and it's going to stay in this sudden death until one team able to return the other. So very, very tense moment here, and this is almost feels like an overtime of itself just to push into overtime. Invid's going to be coming through, gets the kill on one, has support, going to look to try and chase down the flag. Couple more fights coming through, just needs one more kill, and that's going to be it. The flag going to be, no, he didn't get to return the back slap from Koven. Going to stop him just short.
Oh man, and he's chasing him. He's looking for him as fast as he can. Oh, the flag going to get dropped though. This should be the end of it. And what a game we have, and it is a victory that is going to go in favor for Team Hidden X, just barely though.
Just barely indeed, and now only one game away from going to the grand finals. And even though we don't see an overtime there, it still feels like we very well could have Team Ackman trying their hardest to cap it at the end, but just not quite able to finish it out when they really needed to.
Oh man, what a game though. Like everybody was just pulling them what they needed to. And I mean, we talked about a couple players that were almost pushing 30 kills. Yes, that's one thing, but everybody was doing the objective as much as they could. We see the stats are coming in now. But, I mean, you look at the kills, that's one thing. But when we're playing these game modes now where it's like CTF, it is all about the objective. You want the W. You don't care about this. But, I mean, look, you can't ignore 26 and 17 with like a 12.7 KDA. Like, that is filthy. And then Koven on the other side with NadeGod. I mean, they both were putting up 12 and 14.
Yeah, and now, I mean, it's so even through these two teams. It feels so similar to the last semifinal. I know we were talking a lot, about who we thought was going to be the biggest side, but it feels so evenly matched. And as we get into the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind, we can see just how close it was, because a lot of these flag captures came down to one final 1v1 fight to clear the path forward.
And the fact that it came to sudden death too, right? Like, I mean, it's not even just, it was just that close. It was the biggest nail-biter game, but man, there were so many big plays from the Ackman, able to get big double kills. I mean, this is a good glimpse of that right now. But, I mean, big kudos to both teams. I think everybody really tried their best, and you could see that it was not an easy task. I mean, that was a 3-2 victory, but that could have easily gone 3-3 and then pushing in overtime.
And now, I mean, the pressure was already on before for Team Ackman, but now that's going to get turned up to level 10. They are one game away from being eliminated from this tournament. They really need to make a good stance here going into live fire, or into recharge, I should say, if they want to be able to stay alive. And we saw how great of a map this was during the last semifinal, how it came down to the bitter end, and I'm hoping that we can get more of the same.
Oh, man, this is the perfect map, and I believe, if I'm correct, I think this is actually Strongholds that we're going on to, too. So this is a perfect map, perfect, game mode. I think this is really going to test the waters for both teams. I mean, the CTF game was this close. Oh, Sliggy, I think we got something beautiful coming up here.
Yeah, I think we do as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this one breaks out. Team Ackman on the precipice of, again, getting eliminated. So you're really going to want to see how they're able to push through this and really make it happen. So I'm excited. I mean, I really am. I think Team Hidden X, I'm not going to lie, with how they played last game and with how they were really locking it down, if they can keep up that momentum, I think they can clear out the 2-0 sweep here.
I think it's possible as well. I think this could be, Team Hidden X. I think this could be a potential of a 2-0 sweep. I mean, we saw quite a few of these players on this roster when they played on this map on the 1v1. So, I mean, now that we've kind of have the conjoined group together, and I think the columns we heard a lot of from both sides were really crystal clear. So I think Team Hidden X, they have that momentum, they have the build-up, and we're going to get right into this. This is the second game, and can we see Team Hidden X take this thing at 2-0, or does Team Ackman something have up in the stores for us?
I mean, only time will tell as we're getting in early on here. Fights breaking out near active camo, and it looks like overall is going to be Team Hidden X walking away with the majority of the win there. As they are going to be on C now, capping it. A and C will be taken. B actually still neutral at the moment, as this is going to be a move towards sword from Erish.
Now getting the sword control, I really like this from Irish because they have the power weapon, this is going to be perfect, especially when you get in those close quarters, you know, in yellow or even towards A, you can just kind of hold things down, especially when you cap it. Now, you're going to make sure he's going to be able to look for this. Look at it, just like that. Nice stab in the back. He's not even going to bring out the sword for the second one. He's going to get himself a double. He's just going to run and gun it, and now they get the A cap. They have 3 caps already, Sliggy, so now they're just going to be rotating right back through to C. Want to recap this and make sure that there's no presence for blue at all.
Oh, good little fight happening. He's actually going to be taking down Nade God, getting a bit of a double kill there, and still holding on to the C site. A and C being held, still not a single point in favor of Team Actman. It's been a strong start from Team Hidden X so far, and now we're seeing whether or not they're going to be able to maintain that coming through. Covent taking out Spiteful. It's going to be Halo Follower getting a kill before Covent takes him out. The back and forth trading. C looks like it's finally going to fall, potentially, and there it is, and now the first points coming for Team Actman.
Yeah, they finally got themselves a 2 cap, but not even for that long, so will be double red. That's going to be for both A and B. The swords, oh, I thought that was the sword. It wasn't. It was just a full-on bash. They're just going to go and punch each other, so will be the nades coming in through from A, and this is going to be the contention point now. Team Actman do have the 2 cap for the time being, but it's a matter of how long they can. It's 34-9, and now they're starting to pick things up. They're starting to get the frags that they need here, Sliggy.
And that they are. C going to come back into Team Hidden X's hands, but now the point differential being made up just a tad here as they're trying to claw their way back in. We're going to see a little bit of a fight breaking out here by A. Couple moving forward. Team Hidden X trying to get back into the point scoring mode, but C looks like it's going to fall as well. And every time that Team Hidden X right now caps one, Actman on the return to the other side of the map to pull things back in their favor.
We're going to have Team Hidden X. We're going to have a listen in right now so we can hear those crystal clear comms that we were talking about.
We're just pushing shit all separate.
Yeah. We got to stick together.
Alright, push the C with me.
Here. I'm shooting across the A. Nate got 2 shots on A.
One behind the box.
Top control, top control. Why are you leaving the cap, guys?
Watch out.
I'm going to push A.
There's one careful. Mangler, maybe on A.
I'm getting shot.
I got new Mangler. I'm jumping A. New Mangler.
I'm still alive.
Covenant's sitting attic right now.
Mid bridge as well. Mid bridge.
I'm going for an A cap.
C.
On C.
One shot on B.
I didn't trade, dude. Bottom control.
Covent's still glass with shock rifle. A's nearly capped. They're resetting it. Guys. Comms. What's going on?
And there you could hear it.
Yeah, you could hear that right there. Trying to call for more comms. They realized that it was starting to get a bit silent, and they need that information to make sure that they're able to make good pushes here.
And there's a bit of frustration that was in those comms as well. You can even hear, like, why are you running from the cap? You know, there's this little things like that. You can tell the frustration is definitely building up now. This is a 99 game to 34, and this is where we saw Team Hidden X. They were in the lead. Like, we had I think they had about 32 cap before even Team Actman could even get 1 point on the board, and now they finally get themselves 2, but no, it's going to be Team Actman again. They're just going to be able to get, you know, more problematic issues here for Team Hidden X.
Yeah, Team Actman really is doing a great job of rotating right when they need to, and they're winning these fights. Actman himself getting a nice double kill there as he's going to be looking to push up towards A, and now this looking like it's going to be a triple cap, and it is. Domination from Team Actman right now.
Both players, Nade God and Coven, actually do have 9 kills apiece, so they're both closely picking up the double digits of 10. Camel's going to be used. They're going to push right into this. The backsmack and the Mangler. It's going to be a nice double. Coven coming up huge, and he's able to get this. So now they should be able to get the cap through for the A. This is a good moment for them. They have 130 points to 34. What has happened? This is a flick of a switch, Sliggy.
It really is, and let's flick on the switch to hear what the Team Actman comms are like, because they must be on point for this comeback so far.
It's okay, that's okay. Thank you. Good fucking take, good take.
Yeah, take B.
I'm going A to protect that. Take B.
Go test it.
Good contest, good take. That's a triple cap, beautiful. I'm gonna go take A because they're gonna be spawning here. Yeah, here it is.
Control 1.
Alright, A is secure.
On C, on Ekman, did you get him? He's somewhere on you.
You good? I'm coming up. I got you. Beautiful. Watch your back.
Oh, yeah, another guy on C. There you go. Oh, nice. You got it.
Dude.
I'll stay at B.
Go back there.
They're at B. One at B.
I'm banking it. Don't
Check this.
I'm not gonna die for it.
Okay, there you go. 8 damaged. Oh my god, dude, I'm fiending right now. 185, 38. Take A or take B. Spawning up in 2.
I'm going B.
Okay, they're on gold stairs above your head. He's
25 AC, 25 AC.
And I mean, you can feel they're intense, they're on point. I mean, this is why part of their comeback has been they're calling out where they need to push so they can move there as a unit. And honestly, even though they're getting points scored against them right now, they have such a huge lead. It's really been working out.
Yeah, the excitement that's coming from them too, like this is good. They're not just coasting, right? Like they know they're at 185 to 55. This is a big lead. They're feeling good. They have that comfy room, but they cannot let off the gas. They need to make sure that they're putting all this pressure in the world. They're down a game. This is so important for them to stay alive in a best of 3. Otherwise, this thing could be over if Hidden X somehow wake up.
There's another movement coming up here from up top. Back slap from behind onto Erish. As Covent really doing such a great job. 15-8. He's been slaying out there, and it has been really helping to push this team to the next level. But Team Hidden X still doing a great job of holding on to these points, trying to just chip away at that lead. Strongholds can change so quickly. So Ackman's side, they've got to be careful about letting them sneak back into this game.
It's all about them going for the execute onto a site together. They can't just play these one-on-2 fights or one-on-one engagements. It's going to be such a problem for them. And they're starting to lose bodies pretty quickly. They've got one player that's trying to cap the B right now. 2 players coming in from C, so this is going to be Spiteful that's getting hit down to the critical red. He's waiting. He's got the Mangler. He's going to see what else he can do. It's a little bit of a jungle moment, but he's able to run on through. Look at this. This is big. That's a killing spree as well from Spiteful.
Now, still holding on to this point advantage, though they are losing B. They need to make sure they can get back on and prevent that cap. It will be the cap coming through, but the numbers moving forward to retake immediately. Great job here on awareness from Team Hidden X, and they do continue to chip away at this lead. More grenades going to come in. That's Covent taking down Spiteful, and B might flip once again. It's just absolutely carnage out here as more numbers moving to A. The stick gonna come through, but he's able to take him out just before.
I can't believe this comeback that we're seeing from Team Hidden X. I mean, this was, a 185 to 30 game, and now they put themselves over 100 points. Nothing is over yet. Still double points going to be for A and B for Team Ackman, so they have good control of this. The A and B, they're close on by. They can get those rotates in if they have to with the cap coming through. Gonna be one player that's in the B, but now the camel will be picked up for Team Hidden X. You can see sneaky little player that's gonna be able to creep on through. He's gonna go through elevator so he can get through the backside of A and see if they can cap this a little bit easy. And they will be able to capture it now. Get themselves both A and C.
A and C now in control. More shots gonna be sent downfield. More hits coming through. He's still up top looking to try and drop down on B. That's going to be a great kill coming through. Covent going down. And again, we're seeing Team Hidden X do such a phenomenal job of holding on to these points. They continue to chip away at the lead. B still under control of Team Ackman, but not anymore as they're able to capture that as well. But now A and C in control of Ackman.
These sites are pretty far away from each other, so this isn't going to be easy in terms of, as soon as Team Hidden X touch that, it's going to make it a bit of an issue for them to go back and try to recap it and get, the rotate through. So it's not like it's close on by, like the A and B, but should not be an issue. And look at this. This is 3 sites that have been given to Team Hidden X, so that's going to be some good points that are coming through. It's a 213 to 145. Sliggy, all of a sudden, this is really starting to get a little bit more close for comfort than I was waiting for.
Yeah, that it is. And now another drop down on the B to prevent that cap. It's a triple cap in favor of Team Hidden X. A little bit of an attempt capture on A, but they're moving on to it quickly. They want to maintain this big point that they get because they need as much as they can to be able to bring things back in their favor. C will fall into the enemy hands, but A will come back to them. A and B now, and that deficit continues to get smaller and smaller. They need to prevent this B capture if they can. 1 kill, 2 kills, the double to secure it, and A and B will stay in Team Hidden X's side.
Such a flip of a script now. We are just seeing Team Hidden X really getting some good composure. It doesn't matter if you're down by so many points, they're still going to bring on a big fight. 213 to 176. This game has been going on for quite some time, and this is going to be the trades that come back through. And that's going to be 3 players from Team Ackman that actually do fall, so Ackman going to be able to cap on A. He's got the sword in presence as well for them. But they need to be careful. They can't just be careless with these kills, or these deaths, my apologies, because if they get taken down, this is where Team Hidden X can really start to pull up those points again.
Well, now coming up the stairs, looking to try and make a push forward again. That's going to be Ackman going down. The sword lost as well. Gotta try and retake A as quickly as possible. They've been doing such a good job at bringing this back. They had such a massive deficit, and now they're cutting it down to just 20 points away. My goodness, back and forth it comes. And this is where it really starts to get down to the wire. 2 in favor. B almost able to get captured. They're not quite able to finish it, and that's going to be another neutralize. Coming up from behind, though. That's going to be one. Can he find the second? No, just able to get away. But B, absolutely massive for Team Hit Next to capture right now. Otherwise, they could face a triple cap.
Oh, man, and look at how hungry Spiteful is. He's just jumping around with the sword. He's just waiting. He's playing with his food, waiting for dinner. And now it's going to be a 2-cap, but it won't matter for the time being. And now it's getting flipped around again. This B site has just been an absolute brawl. It's just chaos across the board. Everybody's just trying to cap it. Team Ackman now 229, 230. They're getting closer and closer.
Another jump coming up from over top. Great come down here as the kill is going to come through. It's just C, though. Team Hit Next needs to get on a point right now because it's just 10 points away. They're capping both A and B, though. There goes B. Little bit of concession on A. There goes A. And now the triple cap again, but C and B under fire. They need to try and move forward to get them. It's going to be another push up, and C's going to stay in their control.
How is this happening? They get the triple. Now C is getting a little bit contested. It doesn't matter. I mean, they still have the 2, so the points are still building up. Good kill from Nade God. 240. This is 10 points that are needed right now for Team Ackman to get across this finish line, and these points are starting to build up. The 2 are in here, so now right now, Team Hit Next, they need to make a plan happen. 245. We are getting closer and closer, Sliggy, but it will be the A site. Let's take a challenge. We're going to listen into these comms.
He's camo at A. Camo at A. Right in the center.
Got it.
I made a bad push. I got one. Camo's on overlook. Camo's in front of you, Nade God.
Got him.
3 dead. Get A together. General, go back to C. General.
I'm here on A.
I'm with you at C. We're going to be together at C.
Alright. Okay, good.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Good shit.
Oh, man.
And there you have it. The victors. Oh, wow. You could hear the comms. You could hear the excitement. It was getting very tense. The nervousness that you hear in those comms, man. I mean, that's a thing of beauty, but they get the job done just barely.
Yeah, just able to pull it off. And now we go into yet another game 3. Absolutely massive coming in here, and a huge almost comeback. You got to give it to them. I mean, down by so much, able to get it so close, but in the end, just Ackman's side able to really pull things together in those final moments to secure out that victory.
I just could not believe how close that got. I mean, we saw Team Hit Next, they had the start, and then this thing's got pulled around. Team Ackman were in the lead for such a long time, and oh man, that was a loosey-goosey kind of game. And I mean, they pulled it through at the end when they needed to, and the critical times come up big, and that's where we talk about pressure and everything's on the line. These are semifinals, so you know, this isn't just, you know, a casual game. This is to go to the Grands.
Yeah, going into the Grands, just one game away. And Ackman's side, down but not out. They were able to pull through, especially after being down so much early on, and just domination throughout most of this game. Team Hit Next did a valiant job of being able to try and pull things back forward, but in the end, capturing it when they needed to. And now the game 3 to see who's going to face Ubernick, like you said, in the grand finals.
Oh, I don't even, I can't even analyze this game. You know, I'm trying to think, oh yeah, when we look at this game, I think this team's going to do better. It's too hard. I think there's just so many variables in this to make a good prediction. I know we talked about this, you and Bolt and Tony were kind of figuring out, the rosters and what you guys had for your predictions, but the way that we're seeing these games go and how close they are, I don't think anybody's got like a clear edge.
I don't either. I think this is really coming down between two teams that are just about evenly matched in skill. We've seen how much fervor they can bring in these matches, and now they've got one more to try and close it out before moving on to that grand finals. And honestly, it's going to be another fight down to the very, very end.
I mean, the fact too that it's going to be Slayer, like, you know what I mean? Like, this should be a little bit quicker too, so I don't even know what to think of this. And we saw quite a few players, we talked about them in game 1, where they were popping off, getting the kills. Now that's going to be very important. The only objective is get headshots, get the kills. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, though, it's a little bit easier said than done. So we'll have to see what these teams have in them, have in their veins coming through here. I'm excited. I want to see how they're able to finish this off. I still, it's a 50-50 to see who's going to be able to win this last one. It just, especially during that last game, the back and forth, like a lead is obviously not safe in these games.
No, it's really not. And I think that's the difference, too, is, you know, again, the mental game, and I talked a lot about this yesterday with both you and Tony, is that when you get to in these critical moments in later stages of tournaments, this is where it starts to really show, you know, the voice for the men and everything like that too, right? Because this is where everything gets really tough, and this is where the pressure is just absolutely to the maximum. So we'll have to see what effort's going to be used here. Both games are tied 1-1. This is it. This is the one last game we go before the grand finals.
It all comes down to this. You know the teams are ready. We know the audience ready. I know I'm ready. I am excited to no end to see who is going to make it into that grands. And these have just been best of threes. Just wait until we get into that best of 5 in the grand finals.
Oh, man, and a map like this, too. Oh, man, this couldn't even be better. I mean, the map pool we got, the game modes that are lined up, I could not be more thrilled. I think this is going to be perfect. Live Fire is personally one of my favorite maps, so I think this is a great way to finish a BO3. And the way that both these teams have played, everybody looks like they're playing just crystal clear. So now it's all about just getting the kills. It's about how they're going to get those kills, though. So we have to see a lot of teamwork. We heard those comms early on, a lot of grouping up. And I think with the coordination that these groups have, just given the draft, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it really is going to be interesting. I think the power weapon's going to end up playing a massive part here as we get started. Game 3, winner moves on to the grand finals. Losers gets to watch it with the rest of us in chat as we already get things underway. Quick double team on this, and that's going to be the first points taken from Team Ackman, and as they get off to a quick 2-kill lead.
Already up 3-1. This is big. Team Ackman moving on the momentum they had from game number 2. So they're feeling it. And this is where we talked a lot about the mental game. I said this, you know, I'm a broken record, but it really does pan out. So we'll have to see if they can get it. They do have the power weapons available, and I believe that we are going to be having a listen in here from this team.
Yeah, that we are. We're going to go ahead and take a listen in, see how these comms are to start off this match.
Yeah, got him, dude.
That's two. Pushing you from guts.
One guy weak.
Be careful with your jumping around.
Yeah, we need to get out of this area. We need to rotate.
I'm with you.
They're going to push us from top mid. Yep. We're going to get shots. We're going to get shots at me. Shots at me.
You're going to be on sandbags. Sandbags weak. Sandbags weak.
I'm low.
I think it's one shot.
Oh, I'm down. Yo, Luke's one. Okay, snipe max. 5 shots. 5 shots max. Snipe. Oh, fuck. Yo, 2 shots. 2 1-shots tonight. 2 1-shots tonight. Kelly, you're right. Oh, you're going to get dropped.
Oh, shit.
Yo, they're watching us. They're watching us from top. Watch us from top. You're good. Wave is still active. Watch the long sight lines. They have snipe.
Yeah, watch those sights.
I'm trying to push the top.
I need help.
Halo follower has snipe. You're right here. Got one.
Nice.
Stuart's one.
I got him.
They're both damaged. Both one shots. Luke one. Thank you. Good shit. Use these weapons.
Run back A.
Hectic comms to start out a hectic game. It's still just within 2, now back to 1 kill. Been a back and forth beginning, and I think that's going to be a trend that continues throughout the rest of the time here.
Oh man, this thing is cooking. 12-12. This is a tie game. We're close on through. And you can already see quite a few players. I think it's Coven actually with 6. Spiteful going to be with 5. I talked a lot about Spiteful yesterday. He was my one player I picked for the 1v1, and we're going to have to see if he can deliver this. I mean, this is the expressway, and see if he can bring this heat now.
He's got the sniper up here, looking to try and catch some people out in the open. Is this down mid? He's not really gotten a really good look on anyone so far. He's going to drop it there. Looks to try and put it forth. Now this coming through again. A couple more grenades getting thrown. Still looking to try and get down mid, but 17-15, Team Mid next, holding on to this lead for now.
Yeah, and that sniper's available in just under 10 seconds, so it's very close. things out. The underground fight's going to come through, and it will be Halo follower that's going to be able to win that exchange. Up by 2, but just for the short time being. Sniper still in hands here. You can see Spiteful playing on the top C tower. He's ready to go. He's got the high ground. They have some good control. They're playing a little bit more grouped together, Sliggy, so they're not, just playing loose. They're actually playing quite of a tight unit right now.
And that they are. A couple more shots coming through. Great snipe right there. There's a couple more shots coming through. They're trying to close the distance. And boy, oh boy, you're going to get taken down up in tower. But a great shot to come in. And it still continues to be neck and neck here as they're getting a couple more shots downfield. This is over on the right side. Still looking to try and find any sort of avenue that he can. All the way down, not going to be able to grab that kill. They're going to look to move through mid, 22-19, and it's about as close as it can get.
Neck and neck, 23-19, sorry. So 5 seconds going to be on that overshield. This should be picked up, and I think that's Irish that should be able to find. He's got the heat wave. He's making some good impact. He's got the connections. He will put the BR to finish. Now the overshield being used. He's going to be that player that's going to put a little bit more pressure on this. He's going to go for these engagements. This is where he can really start to stat pad and help his teammates. And if he has a teammate close on by with him, his right-hand man, this could be a deadly combo.
And it would. Now moving up again. A couple more. Gets a good hit. The grenade thrown out as well. So rotation coming back around, a little bit bigger of a lead here for Team Hidden X. 6 kills, but still plenty of time to get things back in their favor. It's now to jump up again, not quite there. It's going to be moving back around. Good kill coming on to 1, looking to try and get it on to 2. That hit coming in, double kill before he gets taken out. And now, Team Hidden X really starting to find a little bit of control here on this map.
The thing we're noticing from Team Hidden X, though, is that they are playing in the grass area. They're waiting for the overshields. They're getting the power weapons. This is so important because this allows them to get this lead. I think that's kind of why we see this 8-point deficit right now in comparison for Team Ackman and Team Hidden X. And the fact that now it's, not even really getting closed in, it's actually getting bigger for Team Hidden X. And look at this right now. Team Ackman trying to have a 2-person squad, trying to find it, but no, it's a party you're not invited to because Halo follower, he's able to get 2 away.
Getting another come up into mid here. Not quite able to finish it out. He's going to look to come back around. Oh, the reversal on Covent as well. Able to take him down. Big play coming through there. And now still looking to try and grab more. 34-23. Team Hidden X still continues to pull away. Looking to try and come back around. Can he get over on this left side? Ovi comes up in about 5 seconds. This is starting to get really important for who can get control of the power weapons.
OS is going to be picked up, so that's going to be good. That comes through. That's Irish now. He's got it again. The sniper going to be picked up. Look at that. Gets overshield and gets a sniper on top of it. But we're going to hear Team Hidden next. We want to listen to those columns right now, especially with how close this game is.
I'm watching the garage with snipe. Just watch me on nest. Come on me on nest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nest. They're on nest. I got nades down there. I'm staying alive here. 1 jumped up. Nice, good stuff.
Got him.
Huge, guys. Huge. Keep up this momentum. Don't push. Don't play aggressive.
Yeah. Russian.
Killing.
Oh, bottom tower. Bottom tower.
Yeah, bottom tower. I'm gonna live here.
One's training right now, guys. Training.
Yeah,
training. I
I'm
got
living
it.
here.
Oh, back tower.
One shot, mate, on me.
Nego's a A plant.
One shot.
That's God need.
Guys, it's alright, guys.
Just play slow. Chris,
great.
just play back. Come back to nest. Come back to nest. You're good, bro. It's not worth it. We're up good right now. Let's just play it slow.
Yeah. Honestly, we can play garage right now.
Nest.
Rotate garage. We can play garage.
They got snipe tower. Watch out.
Yeah, play
Arash, just you stay there.
Yeah, play garage.
Come on. Watch out for snipe. Don't peek mid. Just play slow.
Oh, they're pushing yard. Green yard.
Yeah, just
we can make them push us here.
Yeah, they have to push us. On garage door. They got
one shot. Sand. I need help. Sand. I need help. Thank you. One more.
General heat mid.
They're Ackman out there.
Nice fight. One pushing yard, I think.
Dead.
Nice, snipes down. Let's go this fight. Good shit, dude.
One more mid. Coven. Nate got egoing mid. I'm pushing under with Mangala.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold.
He's weak. Outside training. I'm backing up. I might die here. I'm dead.
I'm not with you guys. I'm not with you.
Two ball mid. They're coming out now. Scoreboard. One scoreboard.
One top mid as well.
Coven's coming into base. A tunnel.
Ethan, behind you, Chris, behind you.
Arash, just play slow here. I'm going for OS. Nate God's coming out, scoreboard.
Oh, the tunnel. On my X, on my X.
I got OS.
I'm in tunnel, no shield.
I got OS. Nate God,
nice, good stuff, good stuff. I'm pushing bomb mid. I got that. Trade. Let's go, good shit.
Nate God,
A part right now.
Let's fucking go,
Let's
guys.
go, boys. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
GG's, boys.
Well
played,
He's going to be able to pull this thing 2-1. They take it with a big dominant performance going on map number 3, and man, did they make that thing look bright.
Yeah, that they did, and a great way to finish things off here. A good win. They move on to the grand finals of the evening coming up next, and they do it in style. I mean, a big win there, and they pulled away, left Actman's team in the dust, and just never looked back.
No, and when we looked at this team, I talked a lot about, just go hunt and kill. This is a big thing for Team Slayer, but this roster for Team Hindex, because I was thinking, for the objectives, that's where they're going to be a little bit more of a flaw, I thought. But, I mean, I was not worried about them getting the kills, and we can see it here. Look at this. They're all just patting these stats. I mean, everybody, there's a 9.3 KDA that's in for Spiteful. I talked about, can he deliver? Yeah, apparently he can. Apparently he can do big things, and it doesn't matter what stage of the tournament you're in.
Yeah, it really doesn't, and able to close things out there, and just look at that. Absolutely phenomenal coming through as we swap over to the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind to get another look at how Team Hidden X was really able to just absolutely dominate that last game and securing that spot in the grand finals.
I love this. I love the work that we see from Team Hindex, because they were the ones that were fighting for OS. They were fighting for the sniper. They just got so much control of the map. And when you don't have any sort of power weapons, this is where you start to crumble. And I mean, we saw that before, and I think it was even Team Ackman. You could see it just before in that the rewind, is that he went through the back of C Tower, and there was 2 members of Hidden X together, so they will have the buddy system just get an easy kill.
Yeah, and I mean, that double kill there, and we saw a triple kill there as well, right on the money. I mean, Spiteful really doing everything possible to ensure that his side able to pull out ahead and take that dub. I mean, and it was phenomenally done as well. Comes all the way down to game 3, but in the end, they're able to make it happen.
No, they do. So they're going to be the team now that pushes to the grand finals, and man, I cannot be more excited. So this now is going to be a different change in format, but I think we'll talk about that after a break. But Sliggy, I got to get your last thoughts on this, because I mean, this was a pretty high-octane game that we just saw here.
That it is. I think it's going to be a great finals. I think Team Ubernick is going to have a lot to play for. But like you said, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the main event grand finals is part of the Twin Suns Spartan Masters.
Let's get it there.
The Twin Suns Spartan Masters is brought to you by the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro Controller, the official hardware sponsor of the Spartan Masters. And by Vite Ramen, so easy to eat healthy, it's almost like cheating.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spartan Masters Invitational Series. I'm your host from the North, Steve, and we are coming back to our finale here for the main event. We have two great teams jumping in, going head to head, and I am joined on desk by Laz and Why Not. Gentlemen, welcome back.
It feels so good to be here, and it feels so good to make it to the finals. We're talking Team Hidden X gonna be going up against Team Uber Nick, and man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy that we can't even just do a best of 3. We had to make it a best of 5. We just had to.
Yeah, I think the way that we saw both these best of 3s go, I mean, a BO5 is the best suiting because now we know how close these games can be. So, I mean, just adding a couple more maps, whew, I'm all for it.
Yeah, we are here. We are grand finals. I am very excited to see what these teams are going to bring. Like these early matches early on with like Team Uber Nick just getting in there and some huge plays. And like I was very like that last round that we saw with Team Hidden X, like some of those plays were absolutely bonkers. Some of those kills were ridiculous. And like we're in for one heck of a final here, gentlemen.
I think we are.
That we are. And you know what? Sleeky, I know you're in the chat looking right now. This is to you. I told you so. I just want to let you know. Just want to make sure I got that out of the way. I told you Team Xperia were going to come out on top. Yeah, Team Ackman. And don't get me wrong. That was a solid squad. Yep. But man, Team Hidden Xperia are nasty. However, they're going to be matched up. Now they're going up against Team Uber Nick, who were just as dominant in their round 1 matchup as well.
Oh, and I was listening in, I was one of the spectators of this early on, and I was listening to you guys talking about these rosters and, who's going to win it and who do you think is the better team. And honestly, these are the two teams that I kind of thought when I looked at the landscape, I'm like, these should be the 2 final teams, but just barely. Like, it's anyone's game, but I mean, the thing that's kind of nasty is that Uber Nick himself is the highest ranked player, I think, here, and probably some good experience, but Team Hidden X, you got Arash, you got him. It's just, there's so much availability of talent on this, so I think that's where this thing can really mix things around.
Yeah, Uber Nick is definitely high up there as far as Onyx-wise, but I will say there also is Spiteful in the room as well, and Spiteful is one of the higher ranked players as well. I think he's at 1812, which is really insane. I think Covent was the highest one at about in the 1900s, and also I'm really impressed by Takwin. Takwin may not have played as much rank coming into this game, but let me tell you, he definitely has the skill. It was made very well known in the 1v1s and even in round 1 of this event as well. And look at him here in the finals.
We are jumping onto my favorite map here, actually, for this. Like, we are jumping on to Bazaar here, gentlemen. Like, what are you guys expecting for some strategies we're going to see for both teams here, and what playstyle we're going to see?
I think I'll say the obvious because I know Tony's more the analyst on this and more the expert. But I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is that you get that power weapon control. You can get the overshield. I mean, we saw that before from Team Hidden X on Live Fire that I thought really separated them from the other team. So if they can have control of this, or any team can have that control, that is going to be a big mark for me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I mean, it's all about controlling the entire sandbox that's given to you. So, you have the rocket launcher, you have that camouflage and or overshield, depending on what's going to spawn here. You also have the grapple, mangler, and bulldog. Now, just you want to transition that mangler and turn that out into a bulldog, and off the rip, you want to try to get at least rockets or overshield and make sure both don't go into the hands of your opponent. If that happens, you're going to have a really tough time going into Bazaar CTF game number 1.
Here we go, gentlemen, jumping into game 1 on Bazaar. Take it away and have some fun.
Definitely appreciate it, Steve. We always do, and things are going to get live now. So this is game number 1, Team Hidden X versus Team Uber Nick, and the action's already commenced. This is CTF. They're getting really close into this. The overshield's already going to be picked up, but it's not going to be obtainable here for Team Hidden X, as it will be Team Uber Nick that are going to be able to hold that through in the pocket.
that they do. And Ubernick now staying alive over toward the locker side. Excellent cross-map shots going. An easy kill on Spiteful. Let me tell you, Europeans' finest up in here, going at it as 2 down. Go Team Hidden next, make that 3 down, and now you're gonna see Team Ubernick take advantage of these newfound numbers.
You can already see some really good control. Actually already fighting the guard of the flag, so now it's going to be Hidden Xperia that's going to get taken down. So they should be able to pick up this flag. But no, it's going to be 3 members from Team Ubernick that actually fall. So Gigabritt is the one player close on by, trying to stay alive as long as possible. The shield is broken, but it will not matter. It's going to be Grenade that just lands right on top.
And you're gonna notice on a map like Bazaar, the key is multiple rounds of slays. So you're gonna see slays come in, and then you're gonna advance forward to get that first pull. But then once you get that pull, say for example you're on the palm tree side, your opponents are gonna spawn over towards the rocket alley, and you have to be ready for those spawns, and you have to get at least 2, sometimes even 3 rounds of slays before you're able to get that flag across the map. Why don't we hop on board with the listening with Team Hidden Xperia and see how they're gonna be able to control this map and get the slays possible to come out with the win.
Above you on rockets.
I'm staying alive. I'm living.
Tower on me.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you, Spike.
Rockets. Nick's on flag. Nick's on flag.
They're rocks.
Nick's on flag.
Super
Nick's
low.
I'm one shot. I'm one shot. I'm one shot. You got nade.
She's bulldog right now.
I'm pushing their palm. I'm challenging palm. Taquin's weak.
Oh, my screen is
Taquin 1.
Black.
Tower freak pushing palm.
Fuck, our pillars. They're getting OS. They're getting
I need
OS.
you to help me.
They're back flag still. They're back flag still. Gigabritt got OS.
X-Mac on. OS down.
You burnt it.
Bulldog on max right now.
Ubernick bar. Dude, I can't challenge him. Taquin coming out now from Shock 90. He's going to jump up to our palm.
Drop arm. Okay, I'm gonna
One's
play
our
off
10
like
right now. Coming 2 den. Coming in.
One on our. I got Taquin. I got Taquin. I got Taquin.
2 down.
Okay,
our double door.
Still a double door. I'm gonna get.
Oh, he got me.
Oh yeah. She's there still. She's
I got it. Dead.
Nice.
Alright. That's 2
Okay,
down.
that palm still.
Rocks are up. I'm getting shot from Mangler.
That palm
Mangler.
comes
Jump up. Nick's
on the bar as well.
He's up bar.
There's
one under bar.
Our bar.
Oh, our bar.
I'm staying alive. I think Nick's gonna chase this. Nick's definitely gonna chase this.
No, he's still in our bar. He's still in here.
I'm living. I'm gonna push our bar then.
I'm just better.
Nice, dude. Let's go.
One shot on our bar. He's weak. Look to the right of the door. To the right of the door. You challenge that.
Oh, rockets up.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Well, you can hear the comms there. That's Team Hidden next, and we just saw some really interesting comms. But I mean, I gotta agree with you, Spiteful. I think you are just better. I mean, we talked about how filthy you can be, and look at this already, Tony. He's 7-3. I mean, yes, it doesn't necessarily matter about the kill death, but it definitely adds some kind of value to this.
Let me tell you, that type of trash talk just kind of brings me back to when I was casting at NHS Raleigh, and the stations are right next to each other, so you can really stand up and look across at your opponent and talk some trash, and they will hear you. And that's exactly reminds me of it. Kind of brings me back over there. The slays are heavily going in favor of Team Ubernick at the moment. That defense now going to convert to offense as they make quick work of the final 2 players. But Arash has the Mangler hard to get rid of.
And we're seeing right now that Team Hidden next, they're actually winning a lot of these duels. So even look at this. There's only 1 player alive that's for Team Ubernick. So now this is a great amount of effort that we can see from Team Hidden next to get some map control, get closer and closer, you know, to hold this flag and just to get that obtainment. Because Team Ubernick, they haven't been able to really figure things out getting past middle.
And let me tell you, I'm looking at the poll in the YouTube chat, and it's 63% going to Hidden Xperia as far as who's going to take it all. So we know who are the favorites, but let me tell you, don't count Team Ubernick out just yet. Actually, the multiple times that Ubernick and Spiteful have gotten into individual gunfights, it was Ubernick that has gotten on top here, freaking in that 3rd kill, and 3 out of 4 members are going to go down here for Hidden Xperia. Can Team Ubernick take advantage?
The double players from Team In next, so this is some decent control, but nothing really too much to notice yet. I mean, bit of a reset from both ends. Still a 0-0. I mean, we've seen Team Hidden next, I said it before, but I mean, they've been able to get some good map control this game. They've been very dominant that way. This is where Team Ubernick have really not been able to figure out how to get past that mid possession, because now they just seem whenever they try to attempt it, it's only just 1 player, maybe 2, and you can already see right there, that's 1 player from Team Ubernick that goes for the fight, but he gets taken down already, and Team Hidden next, they're just pushing on in.
It's first of 5 caps going to take the win, but as you've seen here in round number 1 and even the first 5 minutes of this game here, when you have 2 equally matched teams, it's very hard to get full map control to not only start a pull, but to finish it as well. But the first pull now going to go advantage of the boys in blue, and just as that happens, stopping short onto the Rocket side, but the nades are going to come in from Bulldog, sliding in with the Mangler, getting the kill, and the relay is coming in, but here comes the cavalry coming for Team Hidden Xperia.
Oh man, what are we watching? This is like Super Smash Bros or something. Everybody's just jumping and punching each other. They're just trying to get into this zone and trying to grab this flag. I just don't know what's going on. It's still just sitting there. Finally going to get a little bit returned back through. I don't know if there's enough time. It will get returned, so that's going to be fine. Gigabrit able to get the kill, but it's a little bit too late.
That it is still on board now with Gigabrit going all the way down to 1 shot. Excellent nade placement, ends up getting the reversal kill. That's going to be a big kill coming out of Gigabrit. Now going to be advancing forward over toward the cafe side, top BR, and teammates are coming in with the Mangler in hands. Big kill by Gigabrit to really open things up and allow for that offense to commence here by Team Uber Nick. But as I say that, she's going to be taken down.
He said he's better, but he's going to have to do something huge. Drops the flag, goes for a bit of a team battle, but they're going to lose 2. And now it's just Arish and Halo Follower by themselves.
3 down, go Team Hidden Xperia once again. Arash, the final player alive, but not going to be able to get it in time. Does end up getting the kill and now going in for the recov, but where are the rest of Team Ubernick? Here comes the collapse, taking down Arash, and the first flag cap gonna go in favor of the boys in blue. Team Uber Nick capped the first flag and now stolen away the momentum in game number 3.
You know, I was giving all that criticism. I was saying, you know, that there was just no way that Team Uber Nick were making, you know, any sort of effort getting into the base of Team Hidden X, but they finally make it work. They finally get it through. This is where we're gonna have a listen in for Team Uber Nick this time around to see what's going on in the comms.
Maybe get a pull on there.
Oh, nice! Short choke!
Yes! There we go.
Oh, Stuart, you choked. Let's go.
I'm trying to get to you to help.
Wait, what? Oh, Halo Follower was in there too. What the fuck? He's in bar?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was just sitting there.
That was a good play.
Another one's still up there. Watch out, Uber Nick.
I got him, I got him. No, one behind you, Britt, careful.
Yeah, there's another one. Or is he? Okay, we got him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Britt's making plays. Brett, you're just being annoying as hell right now. That's Brett.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're a goal I'm good at.
What
the fucking lag? Shit.
Got Luke. I'm on their base right now.
That shit.
One is truck. Our library, our street. Try to stay alive here. Oh my god, I choked. Fuck. Weak in our beer.
Fucking.
Oh wait, where the?
They're on the flag.
Going up high near our near our base.
There's 2 of them on flag, I think. Oh.
Alright, we just
why
gotta
are we
live.
not over there.
On our flag,
I'm
on
on my
our
way
flag.
over.
Yeah, Britt's got it.
Nice,
She's
Britt.
insane.
Fucking huge kill.
Another
We
one
got
BR.
someone near the bar. Yep.
There you have it. There's the columns coming in from Team Ubernick. A little bit more quiet than I was kind of expecting, Tony. I mean, you kind of think with, you know, having the 1-0 lead, the columns would be a little bit more fast-paced, but I mean, maybe they're just feeling pretty calm and collected for this moment being.
Yeah, even if it's not super exciting with the comms, as long as the information is being given, no matter how it is that you relay that information, is what's really important. Like when people are stress calling every single call out from me, that tends to kind of like throw me off a little bit. I feel like there's times to stress call and there's times not to. And when Spiteful's getting a double kill and now advancing forward, that's what you need to stress right here. Spiteful now making his way into the enemy base, but 3 players spawning up towards Buster, and he's well aware of it now. He's going to be taken down thanks to Gigabrit.
The grapple, the Batman grapple does not work for Spiteful. He tried to get in through the base, but he wasn't able to. But you can already see now there's 2 members of Team Ubernick that actually get taken down again. So this is where I talked about Team Hidden X have been, very dominant in getting these duels and winning these exchanges. But it's about the amount of time that they're able to get into the base and make some good presence on the map. Very important. Even if it's just a little bit, just to press forward, it's going to be critical, especially that they're down right now, Tony. We're at 1:30 left, and Team Ubernick, they have this 1-0 lead, but Team Hidden X, they need to get something going now.
Yeah, I think with 1:30 seconds on the clock here, I mean, Team Ubernick doesn't need to, I guess, cower into the base, but what I would like to see them do is just defend the 50% portion of the map. Stay along your bridge, stay along your cafe and your lockers, and put pressure on the 50 and just run out of time. Your Spiteful ends up getting that double kill, putting Team Ubernick 3 down, but luckily the spawn is going to come in towards Flag. This is the most important player on Team Ubernick, and that's Ubernick himself, the captain. If he would have died, that would have been a flagpole, but instead, my captain pulls off the clutch double kill and really saved the game with 48 seconds on the clock. Really now, Team Hidden Xperia's backs are against the wall. That was a clutch double kill coming out of Nick.
Nick delivering at the high stakes. We talked about that. We were figuring out who's going to be the person to do that. And the captain himself does it. Getting in the base, but Nick will fall, and this is now going to be the view of Gigabrit. She's not able to get the kill, but it won't matter. She does some good damage, but that's going to be 4 players that are down from Team Ubernick. So right now, Team Hidden X, they can put some good pressure onto this. The spawns are coming back through. They're actually going to be falling as well, but it's going to be the mid door that they're going to try to go for the contention, but it's looking problematic right now, Tony.
And looks like that's going to be a Team Hidden Xperia. The final player alive is the captain, and Gigabrit going to make quick work of him. Team Ubernick going to hold on to the 1-0 lead and taking game number 1 in the best of 5 series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your finals.
Woo-wee! Okay, things are cooking, and I don't know, man. I was thinking this was going to be, maybe like a 3-2, maybe something like that, or, I don't know, maybe 4. I'm not sure, but, 1-0, you said it perfectly in the beginning. These teams are so well balanced that, honestly, it's just a 1-score gap that can happen, and that's where we saw a 1-0 come through.
That we did, and Team Ubernick really coming out on top. I want to take a look at the stats, because the stats really tell a story, especially when we go over to the kills or the damage department. Now, that's where we really get to find out what was that the separation. And it's funny, 23, 22 kills actually coming on the opposite way here of Team Hidden X. And I don't have a calculator with me, but it looks like Team Hidden X might have been able to outslay Team Ubernick, although Ubernick were the more objective, efficient squad, able to actually put that only flag cap on the board. So really interesting when you see the team that got outslayed actually still come out on top in the objective. Why don't we take a look at the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind to tell more of this story.
Yeah, these are some great highlights that we see. This is going to be, of course, the rewind's going to be for both teams. So, this is the thing, is that there was, this was where big round for me. This is where the flag was just getting moved from underground. Everybody was just fighting. Everybody's just punching each other. They were even shooting bullets. And it just came down to that one play. And I believe that was actually Gigabrit that did get it. So she was able to get the cap with the team at the matter of the meeting the most. And Team Ubernick picking up the 1-0. It's that close of a game. The competition is that close and even balanced that all it takes is 1.
That it does. And now we're going to yet another objective, which it's either going to be Strongholds or Oddball here on Streets. But either way, there's an entire sandbox that you once again have to control. Each side actually starting with an equipment. If you spawn over towards the bottom side of the map, you actually have the thruster that you take advantage while you make it over towards B Street. Meanwhile, if you spawn towards A or PD side, you have that drop wall, which can be really effective with controlling either the Bulldog or grabbing the rockets if you utilize it with, with that high IQ, like, almost a chess-like play when going after one of those power weapons. And obviously, in the middle of the map, you have what everybody's going to be fighting for, which is the Big Daddy rocket launcher. You got to take care of the spankers. I promise you, if you take care of the rockets, they will take care of you and usually nets you a win in this game number 2.
Power weapon's going to be important. The rockets, we saw it a lot yesterday. I mean, that was a different game mode though, right? This was free-for-alls, it was 1v1s, but now we're in the team combat. This is where, you know, that extra pressure of, you know, getting the map control is going to be very important. We talked about this map's kind of big, but kind of small, right? So now that we have, you know, an even playing field of a 4v4, I mean, this is one of my favorite maps personally. I think this is going to be a good, you know, way to see this competition and who can bring things through. But Team Uber Nick, this is a best of 5. So, you know, even if they take this one away, it's still not over. There's still a lot of life that Team Hidden X can pull in through.
Yeah, we've definitely seen reverse sweeps before when a team goes up 2-0 in a series. The other team just sweeps going 3 straight wins. However, the last thing you want to do is fall 0-2 in a series and really give Team Ubernick any more comfortability that they already have. So if I'm Team Hidden X, I'm almost treating this like a game 5. I'm saying we have to win this. We have to stop their momentum. Otherwise, they're going to be in danger of getting swept. So treat this as a game 5. You every one of your lives. Make sure that your teamwork is on point, playing in twos, baiting and switching. There's no reason to play selfish Halo, especially coming with a tournament with this amount of money on the line.
Lots of cash on the grabs. Strongholds is the game. And Team Uber Nick now, they get themselves the first cap with 3 points, and now it's going to be the double. They'll be through with Team Hidden X. A and B should be obtained. No, it will be actually Team Uber Nick, sorry, that has it. So now the double cap comes through. Got the points, just building up very slowly and surely. Team Hidden X, though, they're trying to put some good pressure on PD right now, seeing what they can find, but no, it's going to be Gigabird. She actually delivers a big punch.
Dashy does with 3 down, actually going Team Uber Nick. So now the numbers advantage heavily going in favor of Team Hidden X. As I say that, losing C, you got to make sure you're a little bit more objective, efficient going on the side of the boys in red. The moment you get that 2 or 3 downs, you need to get your butts in the base and make sure that you're grabbing that base as fast as possible, because every given second in this game can ultimately become the defining moments towards the end, and you don't want to be losing by just a few seconds, as Spiteful is well aware of it, getting a beautiful double kill with the Bulldog as 2 down. Once again go Team Uber Nick, and Team Hidden Experience holding on to momentum, but can they hold on to Bravo? Yes, they can.
Double cap still in favor for now, Team Hidden X. They're building up these points very well, 32-5. So Team Uber Nick really need to change up the game plan. They need to find some kind of an opening. They have the C, they have the A now, so they got the double. The points are going to start building up. But we saw this in the earlier semifinal game where you can knock out teams out. It doesn't matter with the point differential. Anything can happen at any given moment. So we'll have to wait and see now. Spiteful already pushing up at 7 kills. Aorus right behind with 6.
And Rocket Launcher did actually come up here. Ubernick getting right behind enemy lines, getting a big flank, taking down the member, and even staying alive despite that player having the rocket. So that's going to be a big kill coming out of SSG's very own Uber Nick, holding on to the A-B setup, and now that's going to force the spawners going down into the C side. But as I say that, multiple players get into individual gunfights and going down, but luckily Uber Nick is a one-man army. That's going to be another double kill, putting his 8th kill on the board. Can anybody stop this young man?
None shall pass. Uber Nick, man, he's just making a barricade, and Team Hidden X cannot get through this. It doesn't even matter if Spiteful's got 8 kills, because Uber Nick wants to catch up and even do better. Oh man, what a way to make a statement. Double cap gonna be for B and C. Now we can see Uber Nick gonna be pushing in through arcade. They're in the B site. A little bit more contention coming back through. It's an absolute brawl, Tony. Everything's on the line right now. 47-30. We're gonna see both C and B gonna go in favor for Team Uber Nick.
That we do. Team Hidden Experience having a short lead, but it looks like Team Uber Nick looking to delete that, despite them having the numbers as far as slays go. Once again, Team Uber Nick being as objective, efficient as possible. Uber Nick trying to go at him with Spiteful, gonna stop him short. Heat check kill coming out of him. Now Gigabrit advancing forward over towards mid. She has the Bulldog in hand, but she also has 3 players in front of her, and she's just been spotted. That is not going to be good. Ends up trading off 1 kill, but 2 players are still going to be alive over towards B, which is going to quickly change hands over towards Team Hidden Xperia.
Stronghold captured.
So right now what we're going to do is we're going to actually listen into the Team Uber Nick comms. So we want to hear how things are going, especially with how tight of a game this is.
Hold C, Ken. Well, we need rocks. We need rocks. Go for that, Nick.
Unfortunately, Arash is over there. He just took him.
No, he didn't.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
They got rocks. They got rocks.
I'm being BR'd. They're gonna name me out.
Just forget about C. Forget about C.
Yeah,
Come
fuck
back
C,
to B.
fuck C.
Stay alive.
Gonna remind right
Go.
here. Nice.
Tripling. Nice. One piece straight.
The fuck back, Stuart.
Let's fucking go, Tarquin.
Fuck back, Stuart.
Hold me back.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this fucks up. Where are they? Where are they? Call outs.
Not seeing.
Coming from C.
Staying high.
Good pick.
I got him.
I'm gonna need help here.
Yep, two by the cafe, heading up to Alpha. One's one
Oh,
shot.
I got him. I got him. I got
Nice.
Spite. On A, right now.
Dead.
Nice, Brit. You're fucking. Another one at A. Another one at
Another
A.
one.
I'm weak.
I put 2 shots in him. He's run the back. He's run the back.
Grenaded.
Cobra team halfway to victory.
And now, multiple players are going to go down here for Team Uber Nick, and that might have been the opening that Team Hidden X needed to advance forward here. But as I say that, the boys in blue once again going to answer back here. The Bulldog in the hands of the captain, Uber Nick, making quick work of 2 players. The man is king of the double kills. That's all you see on the feed. Once again, the AB setup, easy kills coming in, make it look easy with the teamwork coming out of Team Uber Nick, and the tea bags are coming in, and I don't think he liked that flavor. I don't think he did last.
I don't think so either. Oh man, just a little bit of BM, right? Just get the teabag. All right, we'll take it. But oh, what a way! A-Rush actually does win the exchangement. I wasn't expecting that. It's going to be both A and B in favor for Team Uber Nick, and now they're fighting in the streets, and it's going to be both Team Hidden X. Actually, both players will survive. Now going to be able to push back through, going to be able to go for this cap onto B, so they have the B and C in favor for them, but they're down by over 100 points right now, Tony. We saw this in the semifinal game before. Anything is possible, so we'll have to see if they can pull a little bit more of a miracle.
Especially when it comes to Strongholds, because you notice that if you don't have a clear cap on 2 objectives, even one player has 1 toe in a Strongholds, that's not going to stop the time, but also stop the opposing team from putting on points. You have to have clear control over both of the Strongholds in order to put points on the board in order for the time to keep ringing out. So very important here going into Strongholds on Halo Infinite, as opposed to the change that were made back in Halo 5 when it was first introduced. 2 down, going Team Hidden Xperia, and now we're seeing a beautiful kill coming out of Gigabrit out of Team Uber Nick.
171 to 172. Team Uber Nick now looking like they should have the A and B. The arcade is going to be for them. They signed the papers, the lease is theirs for now, but no, it will be Hidden X. They're going to revoke it. Back for the double cap, they'll get both B and C, and they're going to fight come through. Spiteful, oh, the little bit of more teabag. He's feeling it. He's 16 and 9. He's starting to pop off, and this is what we want to see.
I mean, that it is, but you know, I'm going to be honest with you. When you're down by 100 points, the last thing you want to do is give the enemy team any more motivation for them to keep the beating going forward. I love the fact he got some big kill. I love the fact that he got the trip cap, but they still have a mountain to climb if they want to tie up the series. And as I say that, 3 go down for our red team squad, just giving all the momentum once again for Team Uber Nick. On board now, Hidden Xperia, trying to stay alive over towards B side, but he is going to be taking some heavy damage.
Yeah, you definitely want to tilt everybody. I think this is a good strategy. I like this. You want to make sure that, you know, Team Uber Nick, they're going to react to this in the best way or the worst way. And they will fight this site. They will be able to get the B control. And this is actually Gigabrit right now. We can see her point of view. She gets the cap. Only the B, though. So now they're trying to go for the C as well. Now this is 175 to 100. So Team Hidden X have been able to put up some pretty good numbers. But they're still down by a significant amount, Tony. And time is dwindling.
Bulldog in the hands of Uber Nick, doing a great job of dodging the damage, and the trade's going to come in, and every time those trades go in, they are working in favor of Team Uber Nick, who still hold on to the lead. But they have to keep their pedal to the metal. They cannot let loose whatsoever. They're well aware of it, so to take the double cap and almost working on the triple cap onto Bravo, but it's just going to be stopped short. Meanwhile, they're able to clear away A. However, 2 points going in favor of Team Hidden X. How are Uber Nick and friends going to respond?
Push on through to get the arcade. Gigabrit will take down 1. Drop ball going to be used. Still fighting for the streets. B looking like it's almost there for Uber Nick, but no, it's going to be Team Hidden X. They'll deny it. 130. Points are starting to build up. Fighting for A, trying to just take down these bodies so that nobody can come for the rotate into B. I like this play that we're seeing them now. Team Hidden Next have really shown a little bit of that hidden mystery strat, and it's working out very well for the time being.
Yeah, I love the plays coming out of Halo Follower as well. Halo Follower's doing a great job on the kill feed, pinging everything around. So he may not be doing very well in the slays department. However, the pings are giving off that information that his team needs, and he's also able to get some assist as well. Meanwhile, Hidden Xperia now extending over towards Alpha. He knows they already lost Charlie, but quickly on A. And in my opinion, the AB setup is king. So if they can hold on to this, maybe they can come back into the game, especially as a Rash getting a double kill, earning his 24th kill on the board. Denial nades going in, but he is going to start to see pressure from two different players. It's the assist on the first one, but the second one's going to slide into his DMs and take him down.
So with the way this game's going, we gotta take a listen into Team Hidden Next. We gotta see what's going on, especially with the way that this game's gone and the points getting so close.
I'm gonna stay alive and push B together, yeah.
I'm gonna lose rocks. I lost rocks. It's in corner on the jump up to tires.
I'm getting it.
She's tire right now.
Where to go?
Nick has him in tires, one shot.
He's still in there. I'm pretty sure he's still in tires.
He's absolute, dude. I killed him. I killed Nick. Rocks down in tires.
I'm jumping C.
Yeah, nice. Rocks down in tires if anyone can get them.
He's on B. Yeah, good C grab. Good C grab. All right, we're gonna need to play B here. We're gonna need to play B.
I'm playing B stairs. They might have one rocket left though. Watch out.
I'm down. I'm red room one.
I'm getting naded. I'm getting pre-naded, dude. I'm getting pre-naded. There's one in tires.
Oh, he's rocketed me red room. His rockets are out there. He's still lurking arcade. Maybe
Nick's
B now.
I killed Nick. I'm going B. I'm going
watch
B.
PD side. Watch PD side. And watch tires. Watch PD and tires.
Yeah, tires. Tire pillars.
Tires one. Oh, I got naded, guys.
There's two on B right now.
I'm not even gonna play this. I'm backing up.
Yeah, back off for now.
Yeah, we might. I don't know.
All right, I spawned A. I'm gonna grab A. You guys focus on.
Get A. We can push it. Let's push.
They're pushing B from A.
I'm weak on tires.
Red room.
Red room.
I'm getting shot from A right now.
Yeah, low A. I'm trying to get your help, Rash.
Taquin's pushing me. He's weak. I'm
pushing you, I think.
Got him.
Nice, Rash. Good stuff.
I'm gonna die from B though.
Great kill and steal
coming
coming out of a Rash right there, taking out Alpha and really taking control of this. But meanwhile, points are still ticking here out of Team Uber Nick, who once again are going to steal away that A Strongholds. And now all they have to do is just hold on for just a bit more. Only about 20 seconds in counting here out of the boys in blue, but multiple players are going to go down here for Bravo. Ubernick, the final player alive. There's no way he's going to be able to take this 1v2 and come out alive. And this one doesn't even get to trade off on the second one. And now Gigabrit is funneling by herself. They need to spawn up and they need to push together. They can't be pushing in one at a time. Once that one or two or even three players go down, the rest of them need to hold and wait for their teammates to come up and then ultimately push as a unit if they want to steal back another point. But luckily, right off the spawn, still coming over towards PD and Team Uber Nick gotta come back in this one. They do not want to allow Hidden Xperia to steal this game away.
I'm so glad you said that, Tony, because honestly, I'm so, the way that we see this is that Team Uber Nick, yes, they have the point lead, but this is where you can't let the foot off the gas. This is where you can't be careless. When you start to go for those engagements on the one-on-twos, you're not going to have a good time. It's just, like a party you're not invited to. And now we're starting to see this at 229 to 205. This is becoming neck and neck of a game. And Team Hidden Next, they've done a great job to lock it down at A and B. And they seem to have a good system for the rotates. And look at this now. They're picking up the kills when they need to. They're able to get 3 down, so it's just down to Gigabrit. Spiteful for a double. This could be the turnaround moment.
That it is, but Team Uber Nick do not need to panic just yet. They're spawning over towards the B side. And C is well in demand here for Team Uber Nick, so they look like they're good. However, a Rash is starting to advance forward. He actually gets right behind enemy lines as another 3 go down for Team Uber Nick. So I said it wasn't time to panic, but you know what? Now it might be time to hit the panic button, especially as the drip cap going to come in for the boys in red. Now they have to advance forward. Now they have to stop. They have to take a base and hop into another one, and I'm not sure if there's enough time.
Oh man, the time is ticking, and this should be it. This is going to be Team Hidden Next. We can hear the calls. They're going to be able to put this up 250 to 231.
Oh my gosh, what a comeback for Team Hidden Xperia. Man, Team Uber Nick, they were dominating for most of that game, but at the end of the day, they started to lose the Slays battle, And then things started snowballing from there. Once they went 2 or 3 down, they didn't wait for each other. They just kept going in and trying to save B. Sometimes you have to cut your losses and you have to recognize when an objective is going to be captured. And now it's time for you to reset and make sure that it doesn't snowball from there. And we never saw that recognition towards the end game. And that allowed the steal coming in out of Team Hidden Xperia. I want to take a look at the stats here, especially the kills, because there was 65 kills. There it is on the screen. 65 kills between Spiteful and the Rash.
Oh, man. 20 alone just for Spiteful. I mean, man, I feel like I'm just a Spiteful fan, but honestly, like, just putting up some big numbers, and yes, it makes a difference, but the objective just came through, and I'm so glad you mentioned that too, because I think for Team Ubernick, we saw before, they had a good lead for a very long time, but man, as soon as you start to get a little less composed, it just can crawl right back against you, and that's kind of the beauty of these game modes, and that's the beauty of Halo, right? So now, we kind of see a little bit of that action, and this is a tied series 1-1.
That is, we're seeing the storyline come in. That's why I love this eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind. It gets to really walk you through the story. Again, Team Ubernick started off with a great lead, and it really had all the momentum. That was another 3 down right there. But then eventually, towards the end game, they just weren't able to hold on to it, sadly. And then Team Hidden Xperia and the bouncing back. What a best of 5 series we have on our hands. We're already tied at as far as 1 game apiece, so we're guaranteed to see at least 4 total games. Laz, I'm excited to be here.
Oh man, me too. We were talking a little bit about this right before the game started, and we're like, I don't know where this is gonna go. I mean, this is a best of 5, right? I mean, both the semifinals were great games. They were nail biters, but all right, we got ourselves a cooker right now. And the fact that we even see it going 1-1, I was kind of thinking that momentum from game number 1 could have gone in favor for Team Ubernick, but I think, that little overconfidence really bit them when they didn't want it.
Well, it looks like we're going into Slayer Recharge. So we've already seen 2 objectives so far. We've seen how objective efficient both of these squads can be. But in order to be objective efficient as possible, you still have to first get the slays. Now, going into Team Slayer, your only objective is to put 50 kills on the board before your enemy team is able to. 12 minutes on the clock. You have the camouflage. You have the shock rifle. Don't forget about the grapple and the repulsor as well. Plenty of goodies on the map, just like most of the maps here. But man, one of my favorite things is the sword, especially when you combine it with one of those equipments. You can really be a nuisance on the map. I'm going to find out who can do that best.
Oh, I don't even, for a map like this too, like how do we even predict this? How do we even figure out what is, what team has the advantage? And again, I'll say it like I did in map number 1. I think it's going to be all about getting the power weapons, getting the map control. I think is going to be very important for this. I mean, we saw Team Hidden X, they really start to turn things around. I think they have that slow start, it's kind of getting the motor running, and then as soon as it's going, there's no way you're stopping it.
Well, we're going to find out what can happen here again in Slayer. Slayer's a different game type than Objective. You can really slow things down and change the entire pace of the game, and that's what I want to see both of these teams do. If you get a lead, great. Slow the game down. There's no reason to keep getting aggressive until you get a few more slays, and then I don't know how Reachway fell off the map right there, but I just saw in the kill feed that there was mistakes made, and that's not going to be good for the entire Team Ubernick roster, as Team Hidden Xperia are going to take advantage of it and now go up 3-1 in this game.
Well, especially with this lead right now, we definitely want to make sure we can get a moment to hear Team Hidden X. We're going to listen to those comms.
Dude, Takwin's one shot in pipes up there.
I'm nading red pipes. Takwin's running. He's still weak. He's still weak.
Too weak on
He's going lift. He's lift. Elevator behind you.
Chris behind you.
Behind you, Spiteful.
They're pushing pipes.
One shot.
One of them. I think one of them.
On our exit.
Yeah.
2 turbine. One's turbine still. And
Attic right now.
One's needler.
Yeah, top A. Top behind.
Yo, on me.
He lived, dude. How did he live?
Slow it down.
Yeah, right. Let's not go frustrated. Slow it down.
Takwin on me. Glass. He's gone under. He's trying to come inside.
I got that person.
I have shock.
Chris needs help. Long
right now.
Run, Chris. I got you. You stay there. You're safe.
Rash, I'm with you. I'm playing with you.
Toy Freak's challenging me. Long haul. Toy Freak down.
Long haul.
One's top control.
Turbine, no watch me glass.
Getting needed top attic.
Come back, Chris, come back.
Hidden Xperia and friends doing a great job in the comms, giving out as much information as possible. A little bit hectic, a little bit frantic, but you know what? That's kind of how I like it for the most part, to be honest. I want to hear as much information as possible, and my brain can kind of decipher what's important and what's not. What I hate is a really quiet comms where nobody's talking, and that's when it's really hard to find out what the flow of the game is like. Meanwhile, over Nick ends up opening up with a beautiful double kill, almost getting the triple. But as I say that, 3 go down for Team Uber Nick.
12-9 is the score. Uber Nick. They have people that can put up numbers, but I think, Team Hidden X, we talked about this a little bit before, and especially in that semifinal, this is that team that I thought this is a great game mode for them because all these players really showed us their fragging ability in the 1v1, but this is different now. This is in a team environment. This is where you have to play together. You can't just be self. You can't play by yourself, and we're already starting to see it. It's a 4-kill difference, making it 5 actually, so we need to see Team Uber Nick kind of recompose themselves and not let that last game affect them for this Slayer mode.
Back on board now, Gigabrit, one of the leading Slayers out of the squad, out of the blue team here, and Uber Nick, definitely the Slayer out of this group. We saw him drop massive kills, including a bunch of multi-kills as the nade is going to fly in. Might have done a little bit of damage to the teammate. Trying to stay alive here is Uber Nick, going to try to advance forward. Ends up running right into Hidden Xperia, getting the back smack somehow. Looks like he might have jumped over his head. Really unfortunate for Hidden Xperia to go down for the boys in red, and now Team Uber Nick have to collapse on the spawns. They have to take advantage of these slates.
Oh man, and that fight almost went in the favor. I believe that was Uber Nick, almost able to find it. 19-14. Shock rifle going to be picked up. That's going to be A-Rush that does have it. Actually drops for his teammate. Now they have the yellow room control. And like you said, this is Slayer, so this is different. This isn't just objective. This is all about, frag ability, making sure that you can get the headhunting going on. But now it's going to be the blue team that's going to try to push on through. Gigabrit does find one. And now the glass position will still be obtained. Shock rifle still making work. Not able to get the job done. Trying to be an assassin, but might need to try again.
Spiteful doing a great job of valuing his life, especially when he's holding on to the power weapon that is the shock rifle, and a little bit of awareness. Oh, and so Freak having no idea that Spiteful was right behind him. So a little bit of communication blunder there coming out of our red team squad. But however, Hidden Xperia having the camouflage and the mangler in hands. Easy kill coming at him, taking out the captain. Uber Nick and his captain on Captain Crime. As you're seeing, almost like Hidden Xperia was shaking his head no, as he was in disapproval of Uber Nick's placement there.
Hidden Xperia is doing a really great job, actually putting up 10-6 right now. Some good numbers. A-Rush actually behind with 8. So everybody from Team Hidden X is really contributing quite well. It's not just like a one-person army. This is actually a team effort that we're seeing. Now we got the POV for Halo Follow. We're going to be able to get a nice shot from across the map. Sword going to be in that A site. Still have some good control. I mean, they have the high ground, and my perspective is when you have that high ground position, you're just in the driver's seat. You have the way more control. And look at that, Uber Nick. He comes to a party, and the bouncer's just going to kick him right out the door.
And look at the scoreboard, is not getting any more clearer. It looks like the 31-19 lead going in favor of Team Hidden X. The shock rifle in the hands of a Ration. Clearly he knows what to do with it. It's going to be a beautiful, perfect kill out of it right to the dome. And looking for a second one of that player is going to back up into tower, and luckily was able to get away with his life.
Oh, the swing and the miss, but you know what? That's going to be a dinger. Uber Nick has not been able to find a lot of success. And now just going to wait things out. Some great control of the power weapons. 34-19. It's looking like an A class versus a B class at this moment. And right now we're going to listen to Team Uber Nick with them being down in the rounds. Let's see what's going on for the comms.
I got sword. Let's go. Halo Follower is on a fucking... Dude, no fucking... I hate this game. Okay.
Damn.
What came out?
Rush just got me. He's weak.
Alright, we can win this. We can seriously win this. Oh my god.
Yep. I got crossfire.
Is there a shock rifle?
Yeah, I just grabbed it.
all good. It's all good.
Jesus.
We got Mangler.
Right.
Oh, shotgun my body.
Fuck.
One was Mangler.
All right, one kill at a time. One kill at a time. You know what?
fucking
Like
go.
solo challenge. Don't solo challenge anything you don't need to.
Need help? Yeah.
Stuart's one shot up there.
Watch out behind you, Darkwin. Damn it.
Really quiet comms coming out of Team Uber Nick right now, and not much information being given. Meanwhile, you hear Uber Nick saying, hey, let's take it one kill at a time. Let's make sure that we get in two. There's no reason to take an individual gunfight that you don't need to. So I love that mentality. But let's see if they can come back from this. It's 42-26, going in favor of Team Hidden X, who are now 8 kills away from coming out with the win in this game and taking the lead in the series.
And the thing we saw before on map number 2 is that Team Uber Nick, they were going for those engagements on the one-on-ones or the 1v2s. They were kind of almost playing the one-person army. And in mode like this, you cannot do that. You have to have the buddy system. You need to be able to have reliance of your right-hand person to be able to help you out. And speaking of that, how does that not work? Team Uber Nick now, they sweep the floor.
Let me tell you, those shots were looking good to me, but Halo Follower somehow wasn't able to connect on that final headshot and ends up getting smacked back to the black screen. But either way, the damage has been done. 3 more kills for our red team to come out with the win. And man, it'd be pretty crazy if Uber Nick or Team Uber Nick were able to come out with a comeback. But man, it's highly unlikely. It's now only 1 more kill needed. Shots are starting to ring out. Uber Nick forced to back down, and that's going to be it. Spiteful putting his 13th kill on the board, and the 50th here. Team Hidden X going up 2-1 in the series versus Uber Nick, and are now 1 game away from becoming your champions.
Wow, I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm still kind of I'm just kind of like surprised the way this game went. I mean, it looked like, I thought Team Hidden X would have an advantage in this kind of a situation. The firepower, in my opinion, is quite strong, but I'm just a little bit surprised from Team Uber Nick. They weren't able to get that composure. They weren't able to fight as a unit on this, and we're going to pull up the stats right now just to get a glimpse of this. But I mean, you can already see it here, like an 8.7 KDA from Arash. I mean, 7.7 on the other side for Hidden Xperia. So I mean, these guys and all these players are putting up some very big numbers when you're looking at the kill deaths.
Yeah, I kind of said it before when in the beginning of the tournament. I had Hidden Xperia's team coming out on top on this one, and this is why you're seeing it. Arash and Spiteful are 2 really strong slayers, but then you combine them with Hidden Xperia really stepping up his game in our main event here, and this team is built for success, as you're seeing some of the highlights here on the eSwapX Pro Controller Rewind.
And you can even see this. That was a great play just in glass. I mean, that was Hidden Xperia that had the camo, had the mangler, and I mean, you're right there, and you just go 1-2, and you're done. Some good usage that we saw from them. They just had the swords. And again, my opinion, that has been the biggest testament for why this team does really well, is when they get the map control and they put some presence known, they just change just completely as a group.
And just want to remind you guys at home, even though this is your main event finals and potentially only 1 more game needed if Hidden Xperia come out on top, this is actually not the end of our festivities. We have a whole nother event coming after this, and to be honest with you, it's probably one of my favorite events. We're playing an 8v8 big team battle matchup. So again, you're not going to want to go anywhere even after the finals of this main event. But again, Hidden Xperia are potentially 1 round away from coming out with the win.
Now we're going to be switching things over to my favorite map. I mean, Live Fire. Here we go. Now Team Hidden X. We've seen them before in this map. They had some decent performance on this, but now the game mode has changed. This is objective based, and in my opinion, I think Team Uber Nick as a group, they have a slightest edge when we look at their objectiveness. I think the columns we've heard before and the listen-ins were great, and I think they just have a bit more of that strategy based on that. So maybe the lack of firepower, if you will, I think it's going to pan out very well for going for the objective.
I want to agree with you. I really do. However, the lack of firepower coming in on the Slays department, I think are going to be really tough to overcome, especially when you're playing a game type like Oddball, where I think if you slay out, you grab onto that ball, you hold on. It's a very easy game type to master, especially on a map like Live Fire. It's very simple. If you have the advantages and if you have your option, bring the Oddball over towards tower. And the tower is the strongest place to be. You can have 2 players, one on tower side actually watching over toward that power up street, somebody watching top mid, and then you only need one more player sitting over towards C bridge, watching the overextension coming out of garage. At that point, you have the whole map on lockdown, and in case any pressure comes, you can simply throw the ball off the map and force a reset. It's a very easy game to play as long as you get your slays, which we're seeing that as all 4 members of Team Ubernick go down, and Halo Follower quickly going to grab onto that ball. Love Halo Follower's role. Great with the objective, great with dropping the pings and giving off as much information as possible, and now he's holding on to the ball for dear life.
Yeah, and I like this play too. Actually dropping it just to be in the middle of the site. So even if he gets taken down, it's going to allow. But Spiteful coming up with 2. An absolute menace. And now he's going to try to build up the amount of points as much as possible. He's got the heat wave. He's ready to go. His teammates close on by. And look at this, Tony. They have the tower control. This is looking problematic for Team Ubernick. They need to figure out a strategy to get this control in the tower.
That they do to go down for Team Ubernick here. Numbers going in favor of Team Hidden X, but it's not going to be for long as 2 members from each of the teams going down. Now we're going to switch, and everybody is hitting the kill feed. Oh my gosh, a little bit of Caster's Curse, no matter who we hopped on board with. They died quickly after, but it looks like finally we found Tak Win, who has to find himself a mangler, so he can really utilize that for those close-range engagements. The shot comes in, the melee does as well, and that's going to be a reversal kill coming out of Ninja, Big Buddy.
You said it before, Halo Follower is being the designated holder of the ball, but now it will be Team Ubernick. The double team, they're going to be able to finally get this oddball in the favor. They will hold this as long as possible. They're going to need to make sure that they can get the sniper to work. You can see just holding a tight angle. Now goes for the reset. You were talking about this, so this is perfect because even when you know you're going to get killed, you throw it so the reset comes back, allows your teammates to be ready for it, and the rotates can be there. And it does get picked up from Hidden X, but only for like a split second.
And now the ball is going to go back in favor of Team Ubernick, dropping the ball off for his teammate and going right back in for the Slays. Meanwhile, Toa Freak now having ball in hands. But oh, the camouflage player seemingly coming out of nowhere. That's going to be Halo Follower coming with a big win, and now they're trying to take over the A house.
Holding on to it for dear life. 39-26. This is close. The mangler shot, though, doesn't make a connection at all. Just when you need it most, it doesn't come through. Ball in possession for Team Hidden X. They're going to be able to play a little bit of pass towards each other. And now it will be Spiteful. He's going to hold things back. He's going to have his teammate close on by. He's got the heat wave in the arsenal ready. Players coming from a garage now, trying to push on through. And this is great. 2 players already fall down, Gigabrit and both also Freaks. So now they're going to be able to build that time even longer here, Tony.
Ooh, beautiful heat wave shot, then utilizing the repulsor to knock back the enemy team and gonna earn himself 2 assists coming here. The firepower just seems to be too much out of Team Hidden Xperia. Using that heat wave beautifully is Spiteful, and the setup is still held down. Meanwhile, Rash now having the sniper rifle in hands and looking for a head to click on.
Look at this. He can do whatever he wants. He's just switching weapons in the back of B. He's like, I don't know what I want. I think I'm going to switch around. Now the Ubernick, they're going to try to get this ball. They're going to get it right into tower. Still have it for the time being, but that's 2 players getting taken down. Nades are coming in. That's going to be, we're seeing A-Rash right now. Trying to find these. And we will now go to Hidden X. With them being in the lead, we want to listen in and just see what's going on.
Nick, they're huge plays. Run it tower, run it tower.
Good stuff, here we go, guys.
Run it under. And just hold this ball. Chris, come back. Run it under.
Oh, this way, down ramp?
Yeah, just drop.
Camo, guys. Camo.
Ping shots.
Yep.
Dead. Holy fuck.
Stay under. We're good. We're just gonna cheese it here. Alright, stay alive, you're good.
Yeah, just hold it.
On plat, C-plat.
Yeah, you're good.
Pushing down, let's go, dude.
Good start, boys. Good start.
Good stuff.
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
that's a big round one win coming out of Team Hidden Xperia. Now we're going into round number 2.
Round 1 gonna be done and dusted. So Team Hidden X able to have a good performance. We'll see if they can do it one more time. Ball will be for Uber Nick, but nope, gonna get the back smack. Oh, and now look at that. That skull just sitting there. It's on fire. Everybody's waiting to grab it. It is gonna be the mighty one, but it's a fracture of a distraction for the time, and now we'll see the camel story will be picked up. And now it seems like Uber Nick, they're starting to get this lead just barely though, Tony.
That the R ball going back in the favor of Team Uber Nick. Oh, a player coming in out of nowhere, the Mangler and the Camouflage, but the ball gonna make quick work out of a big plays coming out of our ball carrier, holding things down, but the nades are starting to fly in, and finally he's gonna be taken down, and now they got the Slay out for control.
A lot of players getting taken down in this A site. The ball just stuck in the corners, we can see. And actually, it was 3 players from Team Hidden X that were fallen, so now we're seeing Gigabrit. She's got a good angle. Now going to be accompanied by the teammate. 23-0, so very different that we're seeing from Team Uber Nick. That composure is starting to build up. They're starting to look a little bit different, but it's still early on. Now we'll have the ball being in hands for Hidden Xperia, and he's taking some big damage. He's going to be able to throw that ball away and get it out of that, easy choke point and put it right back in the open.
The ball now trying to make its way over towards the A side, but there's 2 members that they have to deal with. First, Spiteful ends up getting a big double kill, and once again, all 3 players going down for Team Uber Nick. Ball back in the hands of Team Hidden Xperia, but it looks like they're fighting back as another 3 down go in. This time going to go in favor of Team Uber Nick, and now Gigabrit staying alive, going up towards Sandbags, dropping right back down to play their life. Uber Nick's going to go down, Captain on Captain Crime once again. The T-Bags come in, and Slays once again going towards Team Hidden Xperia, now electing to rotate the ball across the power-up street.
Ball's getting rotated. I think there's a little bit of hesitation. They wanted to almost go towards tower. Looks like now they don't want to. They were looking like they thought that was the game plan, but actually 2 players from Team Uber Nick were underground, so they were close on by. A bit of disruption, so that's actually 3 players that are taken away. So Team Uber Nick now, this is where they can build up some time. Oh no! But I think the frag did come in from Nick, but I didn't think you could get the second one. Now trying to see if he can get out of this situation.
The ball starting to move back towards tower here, but he ends up going down to 1 shot. Does have some contention coming in from the C side. 2 members quickly going down. Team Hidden Xperia now advancing forward. And looks like the ball ends up being dropped, and it's not going to be played off the map. That's going to be, oh my gosh, and then the repulsor comes in, so that's going to be easy points coming in for Team Uber Nick. You have to play the ball off the map if you know you're going to die.
And this spot is perfect because you're wondering why. If anybody's like, well, why is this person just sitting there like that? Because they know as soon as an enemy comes close, they're just going to throw the ball over the map. It's going to reset it and allow for Team Uber Nick to know that so they can get prepared for that plan B. They don't have to worry about it, but they don't get that chance now. Look at this. Team Hidden X, they were able to just find it, a little glimpse of an opening, and they get themselves the control, and the ball does not get reset. For now, they have the control in this tower, and now they're starting to pick up the weapons they need, but they're down in some numbers. This is 30-65.
That it is. So the lead is going in favor of Team Uber Nick. However, momentum switching gears towards Team Hidden X. 2 down quickly, and now the 3rd player going to go down, leaving Spiteful by himself with the ball, quickly recognizing that and playing the ball off the map, and then putting the sniper to work. Easy kill on the first one, but it looks like the 2nd player was able to get away with the camouflage. Spiteful, well aware of it. Now they have to bait the ball. You cannot allow Team Uber Nick to get any more time on this ball, and luckily they are slaying out.
Oh no, the ammo is a big factor, but Spiteful gets lots of time. Ball going to be right there. Now they'll have it again, so 65-41. So right now, with this slight lead, let's take a listen in to Uber Nick. We want to hear what is going on for this team and how close this is getting.
Yeah, Stuart, we got to kill Stuart. He's popping off right now.
Come on. Ah, come on. Damn you.
These nades are top tier.
Dude, what? He's a guy looking at me, top middle.
Oh my god, let's go. Ball bomb mid. They're trying to toss it garage. They're going garage. They're coming out of tunnel into garage right now.
Nice, Ian. Good job.
One shot. Dropped basement.
There's 2 there. He's 1 shot. Yep.
Ooh, Takwin getting a big kill. Oh, but not able to prioritize his life and stay and get away with his life there. He's going to quickly go down. Team Hidden Experience once again getting another round of slays, but Team Ubernick somehow, every time Team Hidden Experience ends up coming back and clawing their way back into it, Team Ubernick are able to answer back and to hold on to their lead. And here comes the collapse. Beautiful slays. Are going to be a double kill by Takwin. Now going in for the triple kill. Ends up getting it stolen, but the damage has been done. 3 out of 4 members going to go down, and the ball once again being played here by the boys in red.
It is Team Hidden X with the 1 win. It's not also Team Ubernick, so this is only a 1-0 game so far. So you can see on the bottom it shows 1-1. It's a little incorrect, but that's okay. We'll work with it. That's why we're here to tell you these things. And this is now where we see Team Hidden X. They're getting closer and closer to bringing this thing back to a tie game. And the heat wave coming through. Can this heat be enough? It's going to cook. Yes, it will. But Team Ubernick, they should be able to get this ball reset. And yes, it has been over the edge, and they make it happen.
83-63 lead going in favor of Team Ubernick right now, but 2 members are going to quickly hit the black screen thanks to the power come out of the heat wave, and he's not done yet. Spiteful going in and ends up earning himself a killing spree. All 4 members are going to go down for Team Ubernick. Team Hidden Experience are poised to make a run.
Time is ticking now, 84-75, but Team Hidden X have a great amount of control. They're in a good spot. A difficult position to get into, so you have to make sure that your team executes this, and the player drops. He's looking to reset. He's holding it as long as possible, and he does get the reset through. Ubernick gets the kill, but it won't matter because now you can see the all ball is right there. It's just available in the lower piece of the map, and oh my goodness, what is happening? The thruster's being engaged. It's 88-84, Tony.
That it is, so we switch gears over towards Hidden Experience, but 3 out of 4 members, all four members are going to quickly go down for Team Hidden Experience. Now Halo Follower, the final player alive. Shots are ringing out, the nowadays are coming in. The repulsor ends up knocking him back, and Gigabrick going to get the advantage here. Meanwhile, another slay going in favor of Team Ubernick. They're now 5 seconds away, but the ball carrier is going to go down.
Oh, and 3 players get taken away from Team Hidden X. This could be it. It's 95-88. They just need to hold this on for 3, 2, 1. They will be able to pull this through. So we got ourselves a tie game. This is going to be 1-1. So now everything is on the line. This is Team Ubernick to stay alive in this BO3.
Hidden Experience only needing 1 more round to become your champions. Meanwhile, Team Ubernick are 1 round away from forcing a game number 5. It is going down to the wire, and it looks like Team Ubernick are the first ones to get their hands on the ball, but they did not win their Slays battle, so quickly going back towards Team Hidden Experience, holding on to the tower side. And oh my gosh, the heat wave coming in out of nowhere.
And look at how fast they played this. They were very aggressive. They pushed right through middle, right into the C tower. They're able to get a lot of, map presence, and they really put the pressure on as fast as they could. They wanted to switch things up. Now they're going to rotate this ball, go through nest. They're going to try to push it in the back of B. Still going to be available for them. The heat wave will be used. Ubernick will take him down. I believe the ball has been reset. That's a great play that we talked about. Very important to note. I mean, it's the smallest detail, but it just does pay big dividends.
Team Ubernick getting multiple frags in. Meanwhile, Hidden Experience kind of funneling over towards his door, trying to bait the ball. They know that Ubernick go for those early pulls, so they're trying to use that to their advantage. Meanwhile, Gigabrick going right in for the challenge on Arash. And 3 go down for Team Hidden Experience. Once again, Ubernick able to get his hands on the ball and holding on to the A-side setup.
Ball carrier killed. Ball taken.
Oh, 25-23. Ball in favor for Team Hidden X. Going to switch it over. Made the rotate into the A. Now we see the spectator view of the bunny. Not going to be able to make the right hops. 2 players now going to be taken down from Team Ubernick. Ball going to be dropped, so right now Team Hit next. They're going for these fights. They're in the garage. They're trying to see what they can make work of. And I like what I'm seeing here, Tony. I mean, they're not really just holding in a sight by themselves with the ball. I mean, they seem to be rotating this quite a bit.
That they do, and although the numbers advantage going towards Team Hidden Xperia, they felt the slays or the pressure coming in, so they're quickly going to play the ball, go back on the offense towards the slays department. And meanwhile, Team Ubernick not having numbers whatsoever, but still going after the ball. You have to slay out first. You have to get at least 1, maybe sometimes even 2 down before you go for the initial ball pull. Hidden Xperia very well aware of that, got the slays, and now the tower side setup is towards them, and they have a nice lead coming in. They've already passed the 50-point mark.
And he's got the camo holding on the ball. Still sitting on top of tower. 2 players coming through. Can he get away with it? Yes, he will. The ball will get reset again. Great play. Sacrificial Lamb going to be able to just make sure that nobody can grab it. If Team Ubernick get in that position, that could have been detrimental, but no, it will not matter. We can see the spam it away. And right now, Spiteful, he needs to come up big, but he will just take down 1.
And can we just talk about the ascension of Halo Follower right now? I mean, Halo Follower is kind of struggling to get kills in some of the early rounds, but in this final round here in Oddball, he's the secondary slayer, rocking 6 and 2, and even having 79 seconds worth of ball time. So Halo Follower really stepping up when it matters most. However, 3 members going down, quickly going to drop the ball, goes in for some easy shots in, but the second player comes in for the bait and switch, finally going to take him down.
A little bit of a misplay. We saw that, the ball was thrown from Team Hit next, and Ubernick were able to kind of grab it and then run away. Sniper going to be taken into the waters. That's going to be buried. And Team Ubernick now on the back of the B site. Oh, man. And that's a triple kill that came through from this squad as well.
Ubernick coming up with the triple kill despite having the ball in hand, so he's playing the objective, getting the slays, and doing everything that matters most to make sure that his team is going to climb his way into it. But is it enough? It's a 71-43 deficit going towards Team Hidden Xperia, but the slays are going in, and so is the camo. You never want to give a ninja camouflage.
Oh, man. Got the camo and a heat wave. A recipe for disaster. Now that's 2 players gone. Make it 3. That's everybody dead. Now we're seeing Halo. He's here, but he's the 1 player alive. Ubernick are just building time. Much needed time they need. It's still 71-66, but it's accumulating in the positive now for Ubernick. They're on top of tower. They are looking good. They're feeling great.
Tarquin ends up coming up with a double kill, really putting that camouflage to work. 3 out of 4 members going to go down for Team Hidden Xperia, allowing Team Ubernick to once again hold on to the setup here. They are 15 seconds away from coming out on top, but they quickly going to lose the ball, and they don't end up playing it. The setup has been broken. Luckily, there's 1 more player coming in, and that means that ball is going quickly off of the map. And I don't know what Gigafred was thinking right there, sliding in and trying to get the kill. Meanwhile, the ball was coming up. I think she probably should have baited the ball a little bit before going in for that meaningless slay over toward the tower side. And now because of that Team Hidden Xperia now holding on to the setup here. But it looks like Halo Follower is going to go down. Once again, the ball has not been played. And hold on, Team Ubernick might be able to do something. But the back smack comes in. Laz, what is happening?
Oh, what is happening indeed. I mean, Spiteful, he was able to pick it up. It doesn't even get reset, so they're holding on to this. This is 89. Oh, this is a tie game. This is 1-1, and the ball does get reset. Nobody is in the advantage situation right now except for Team Ubernick, because Team Hidden X, they've lost a lot of players, and now we need to see Arash, can you pick up more of a triple kill? He's trying to see what he can make work of, but he's gonna have to fall back. The ball is gonna be in possession for Team Ubernick, and time is dwindling. Time is getting closer. 95-94, Tony.
Ooh, Spiteful ends up getting one of the most clutchest double kills that we've seen, and looks like they're putting the final 2 seconds on the board, and yells game while doing it. Spiteful coming out
52 kills, baby. 52 kills. Let's go.
Champion.
Oh my goodness. A huge congratulations to Team Hidden X, but Man, that was not an easy task. I was definitely thinking Ubernick had that in the bag. I thought we were going to a map number 5, but the way that game was, it was anybody's moment.
Whew. My gosh, was that an incredible game for Team Hidden Xperia. They did not want to go to a game 5. Spiteful coming out clutch with that beautiful double kill in a 1v2 scenario, putting the final seconds on the board. Big plays being made. Man, look at the score. We got to see the kills. I need to see those kills. 52 bomb being dropped by the young man himself, coming out of the UK, the 6'4" animal. That's right. I'm talking about Spiteful, the only man that can fit into a Spartan's uniform.
34 KDA. 34. I mean, you said it best. I mean, yes, getting the kills is quite important, especially in this objective of a game. But, I mean, there was a round, and hopefully we see it on the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind, where, I mean, Spiteful put matters into his own hands, and he ran through tower and was able to get a triple kill and just made it into control for them. And just so amazing to see such a great amount of talent from him. And I talked about him earlier on, and I said, he's a player to watch, and whew, I guess he really is.
Spiteful, an incredible player. Let me tell you, maybe one of those orgs gonna be hitting you up. We might need to see you at HCS, man. You ain't just a content creator, apparently. And somebody, obviously, with the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind, you're probably also gonna see some plays being made by Taquin, Ninja, Big Bunny, because they were able to drop a 40 bomb, and obviously it was a losing effort, but still very impressive plays being made by him, especially with the camouflage. Great job to Team Uber Nick to make it into the finals. That was an incredible round 1 and an incredible series as well. But Team Hidden X really coming back and dominating here in this oddball match, and man, that was a big win.
That was just chaos. It was just an absolute brawl. I mean, Oddball has probably got to be one of the most hectic game modes in my opinion, because it just, anything can change any given moment, and I mean time is just so important, and it's just, I think that's obvious to most game modes, but Oddball, it just seems like as long as you're holding that ball, you're like, okay, I gotta hold on to this thing for my dear life. And I mean, the amount of play for basic resets, yes, I mean, that's a pretty common thing, but if you do it at the right moment with the right comms, it allows your team to kind of change their execute to get ready to go for, going back on the reset ball. And I think for Team Hidden X, that's what we saw.
Yeah, but guys, don't go anywhere. Again, that was the end of the main event, but to be honest, what I think I'm going to call it the main event 2. It's not even the reclaim. The main event 2 is coming up shortly. Again, we're going to put all these competitors back in, and it's going to be an 8v8 big team battle, baby, and that's going to be a ton of fun. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. Do not touch that dial. We're going into a short break.
The Twin Suns Spartan Masters is brought to you by the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro Controller, the official hardware sponsor of the Spartan Masters. And by Vite Ramen, so easy to eat healthy, it's almost like cheating.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Spartan Masters Invitational. I'm your host from the North, Steve, and we've had one incredible game, one incredible day of Halo. It's been wild. There's been so many highlights, and let's take a look at the eSwap X Pro Controller Rewind with some of these top clips from our the desk by my friend Tony and Laz. Welcome back, gentlemen.
It is good to be here, man. The 4v4s were absolutely incredible. What a tournament that was. Team Hidden Xperia coming out with the big win and ultimately taking the lion's share of this $10,000 prize pool. But we are not done. We're going right into the 8v8 big team battle, the real main event, if you ask me.
Definitely happy to be here, and I got it. Just echo a little bit of what Tony said. I mean, this was an amazing grand final. We're seeing just a lot of the rewind play right now, but this was just a neck and neck game, and it was really just all these little plays that made such a difference for this. And honestly, it's just amazing to see the Team Hidden X were able to just scrape by this just barely.
Yeah, I'm like, that was arguably so incredibly close. Like, it was really anyone's game, the last bracket there. Like, I was like, oh my god. I had a lot of fun watching it. Like, that was incredible Halo.
Shoot, you had to see that. I almost fell off multiple times, man. Man, I had to, might have had to catch a new caster, man, because I almost hit the ground a few times. But now you're seeing the bracket the way it happened. Uber Nick taking down Team Ray Gun. Meanwhile, Hidden Xperia going right at Actman. And our finals ended up being 3-1 in favor of Team Hidden X. But, that scoreline doesn't really tell how close it was. Uber Nick were right there in it. We're talking about one or two mistakes, and maybe, just maybe, Team Uber Nick might have been able to come out with the win on that one. But either way, Team Hidden X, well deserved.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that, Tony, because I was going to say, even just seeing a 3-1 for anybody that missed it, which I hope they didn't, but if you did, you're like, oh, okay, it was a pretty dominant performance. Yeah, I know, a 3-1's good, but I mean, this was like right down to the wire. Like, the littlest plays made the biggest difference in this, and I mean, a 3-1 looks good, but man, it definitely looked like it was going to a map number 5 for sure.
All right, guys, we are jumping right into Reclaimer round. That's basically what we're doing next. So this is the second part. This will be a single game, big team battle mode, fragmentation, and I am excited for this. So basically how it's going to work is the winner of the main event, so that would be Team Xperia, is going to pick a captain from the lower half to join their team. And it looks like we're going to have Hidden Xperia with Team Raygun and Uber Nick and the Actman.
I'm not mad at this whatsoever. Team Raygun played really well in round number 1, and Sleeky was a huge fan going in with Team Actman, so they were really formidable as well. But Hidden Xperia, I think he got the better pick on that one, man. Team Raygun were really good, but again, this big team battle. You throw all the strats out the window. I don't care how good your battle rifle is. I don't care how good anything is. How good are you driving a Warthog? How are you Uber Nick when it comes to having a Spartan dropping 20 kills in a row without dying? Because that's what matters. Can you control these vehicles going into big team battle?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like, I don't think there's going to be, it doesn't matter how good you are with like certain weapons. It's such a different ball game now, right? Like, you got so many different variables to worry about. So I think this teams that are actually set up, I like this. I think this is a good mixture. Actman's team, honestly, in the 4v4, they looked really great, especially in that semifinal. But again, I think I think both teams, the way they kind of conjoin for this 8v8, I think this could be very, very interesting. I said that all day, but I think this, especially with just how this game mode is, I mean, there's no way I can predict this.
So the one thing I really want to talk about here, just so everyone's at home watching knows, is the Reclaimer round has a really cool charity component. So we're going to be actually doing a lot of charity here. So each captain that wins, so as you guys know, like Team Raygun and Xperia together, if they were to win, they get $1,000 towards the organization, or if Team Uber Nick and the Actman win, they get $2,000 towards Gamers Outreach. Each team will walk away regardless with a charitable donation, as $500 will go to each losing captain as well. So either way, these charities are walking out on top, and that is exciting and really what we're here for.
That's a great cause.
Really exciting indeed. And, you know, no matter what, I mean, I kind of like how Uber Nick and Actman end up on the same team because they're actually going in for the same charity as well. So if they end up winning, you know, that's going to be $2,000 going towards Gamers Outreach. Meanwhile, even if they lose, still $1,000, which is nothing to complain about for either one of these charities. So this is going to be a great show.
We are jumping into Fragmentation, one of my favorite maps for Capture the Flag. There's a lot of fun strategies to deploy here, especially a full cart on the Razorback here, which I really hope we see. I really want to see someone act up and just drive around. What are you guys hoping to see from this round?
I just want to see Warthog kills happening. I just want to see some goofy stuff on the carts, man. I think that's the best part. Like, I always get a good kick out of it.
I'm right there with you. I love the vehicle control that comes in at a big team battle, and also those crazy moments. You know, at HGS Raleigh, we actually had a big team battle showcase matchup where Golden Boy actually picked Uber Nick to be on his team, and Uber Nick was going insane with the Scorpion, putting 20 straight kills in a row before dying. That is how dominant he was. He is the reigning BTB Extravaganza 2.0 champion, and now we're going to see if he can carry that out here for charity.
That is incredible. Oh my god, he went X game mode before I even had a chance to say it today. I can't wait. I am looking forward to this because we made some room on the desk for me, so I am very pumped. All right, looks like we are jumping into the bracket, and it looks like EckhartsLadder has replaced Chris Reagan when you're getting into here. So I'm excited to see what Eck is going to bring to this battlefield.
Okay, all right. I'm liking this. A little bit of a change up. You know, you got to bring in the big guns if you want to hang with the big guns, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Let's see the Warthog on Warthog damage coming in, and this is going to be a very important battle, but hold on. You may be good with shooting, but you got to also be able to drive, Actman. You got to drive.
Where did you get your license? Who approved this?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, I don't know whose test you passed, but I don't think it's the right one. This is looking pretty dire for driving skills.
Oh my god.
I'm actually getting word. Hold on, I'm getting word from my statistician that he actually sent in enough box top cereals tops to actually get his license, and that's how he actually got it. So, very, very obvious why he's driving the way he is.
Ooh, we are getting an early cap potentially. Oh, we got the Razorback in action. Oh, love it. I love the Razorback cap. It is so good, and we got support by a Warthog here too. So let's see if they can get it back.
Oh, look at that.
It's on fire!
Saving Private Ryan, I guess, but oh no, and the car gets just blasted into a wall too, right?
Oh, they got sniped. Oh my god.
Togwin having the sniper rifle, man. I mean, hey, the sniper rifle is dominant in this game against actual Spartans and against vehicles as well.
Okay, a little bit of run and gun. We got the ARs just blasting. You know, when you play these game modes, this is all you hear, just people shooting just non-stop. You're like, are they shooting at me? Are they shooting at someone else? I don't know what to make work of, but ooh, okay. Spicy little shot, that sniper, little 1-2, I like it. Nice double kill.
You know, as crazy as this must be, I really wonder what the comms are like here. So why don't we hop into a little bit of a listening with Team Hidden X and Team Raygun combining together. Let's go into a listening and see what these comms are sounding like.
Mountain climbing, what can I say?
Hey guys, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Nice, good job, Chris.
Woo! Yo, comms quiet, what's happening?
I was thinking, I was like, uh-oh, we might not just die. Hey, wait, when did they get a flag? What the hell?
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, okay, guys.
There you go, nice.
We can't end this quick.
Alright, we need some defensive specialists here, boys.
Let's give the viewers what they want.
I'm gonna specialists. Let's go.
We've got to get Spyfall the 3-peat. Spyfall's got to get the 3-peat this weekend.
Alright. I am going to be driving this time with my Warthog.
On Mongoose. They're pushing with Mongoose behind our base.
They're pushing the back of our base.
Oh jeez. I'm getting hard pushing in the base.
Nick's under our base, one shot.
I'm
He's
in
coming
there.
in now. He's
Oh, they
coming
already
in now.
scored twice?
Please, Luke. Please get Nick here. Please.
Wait, is he into their base or into our base?
Our base. Oh, you're in their base. I didn't even
I'm in their
realize.
base, bro. I'm in their base.
Okay, bro. I see you.
I see you, baby.
All right.
I'm
Warthog's
gonna
gonna play a
left, baby.
defensive role.
Base with BR.
Here, let me in this. Let me in this.
I'm running it again. I think they're going blue.
I got hard push
Okay,
on flag.
the flag's off man cannon. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna get the re. I'm gonna get the re.
We're all over it. We're all over it.
Okay.
All right, drive me off.
All
right, we're gonna drive.
I love how 2 minutes into the game, that's when they decide, hey, now let's start coming up with strategy. Meanwhile, 2 minutes into the game, after they're down 2 caps, that's when like, okay, let's have 2 people set up for defending. Let's start to push it. I'm gonna drive a Warthog me into the game. That's the kind of strategy you might want to have maybe like before the game starts.
I think my favorite part there was actually just listening and seeing how much fun they were having and like the genuine laughter. So like, you can tell everyone's having a good time while doing this too.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, like, you know, like obviously they want to win. It's for a good cause and it's competitive, but it's nice that, you know, they can just kind of relax a little bit and joke around with it as well, right? Especially, you know, the difference of playing those 4v4s where it's the stress is quite high.
And we heard him say, let's get Spiteful to 3-peat. Spiteful already won the 1v1s. He also even won the 4v4s as well. And let's see if he can win the 8v8s. However, there are 2 captains and a whole team that want to stop him from doing that. So why don't we hop into the comms of Team Uber Nick combining with Team Actman and see what they're up to and how they're holding on to the 2-0 lead.
Damn. Dingy dang dang. Do you have people pushing your side?
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, wow. They got rockets. Mr. Scalp.
You know, drop mongooses. Yeah, you're right. That was a goose, but too much time.
Stewart alive. That's fucking wild.
Yo, if someone wants to say some power weapons, let's do it, Tarquin.
I'm with you.
Ooh, you want snipe?
No, you go for it. You go for it.
Oh, here, grab shot. Grab shot.
We gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
I bet. Let's do it. I got OS.
What the fuck?
Let's crank.
Oh, got him. Oh, somebody else is showing up. And somebody's got the shock rifle in the distance.
Oh, fuck me.
I got snipe.
Huh? Oh, hog. Wow. I'm coming in with the hog.
Got him.
That's so sure it was a headshot.
Thanks.
My God.
Very nice.
All right, so you heard some of the comms coming in out of Team Uber Nick and Actman, and let me tell you, they're kind of all business over here. You know, I like the fun aspect of hidden X and ray gun. That tells me that if you're having enough fun, maybe they can come back and put 2 caps on the board, tie things up, and make this a bit of a game. Meanwhile, the boys in blue wanted to hold on to the lead.
Oh man, look at this, the Warthog War. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to see. Look at this. This is like a scene off a movie, and I think even hit next, they won that engagement.
That was so fun, and they made it. But yeah, like to your point, Tony, like just hearing the difference in comms and seeing how different people are organizing and what they're calling out, vastly different.
If I can borrow a phrase from my man Steve over here, Team Uber Nick are going X game mode right now. They already have 2-0 on the board. It looks like they're already deleting every vehicle that comes at them, and the flag is also off of the base and starting to be relayed in. They might be going up 3-0 in this game.
Oh yeah, here we go. Both players on the mini Warthog. Nice little drive-by, maybe we'll see. Oh, they're going for the sick jump, getting the style points too, and they make it land. I was a little worried, especially with all these driving skills today, that he might kind of just crash and burn it.
Are they going to cap it here? Oh, we're getting a cap right here.
Oh, look at this. Big brain. I love this. Look at this.
There it is.
That's
so funny. He's blocking it. Why would you?
He was not letting that happen. He's like, no, I don't want the game to end. I don't want it to end. But it looks like it is. And man, I'm not going to lie. I definitely did not come into a big team battle match expecting a 3-0 within, 5 minutes of gameplay? That's absolutely crazy. The big team battle matches that I play are literally such a grind. But when you have the reigning big team battle bonanza champion and Uber Nick on your squad, I guess they were just too much to handle.
Yeah, and just seeing like a lot of the plays there too, and a lot of the communication, especially seeing a lot of the members early jumping on the Mongoose plays there and Razorbacks. I think that was what attributed to the early caps there.
Yeah, it really did. And you know, the thing is like on a map like that, a different game mode, it's kind of hard to make those strategies because you're kind of like, okay, so what do you guys want to do? What do you think is the right thing to do? But I mean, look at that. That was a 3-0 that we saw. I mean, not even one cap that came in from the blue squad. So, you know, it looks like they didn't really have a plan. They were just thinking, okay, let's just run a gun and see what we can do. But yeah, no, definitely we see from Ackman in the group that, no, they had a plan. It was very basic, and hey, it worked.
And not only was Scout Waka a slayer when it comes to the 4v4s, but also 8v8s as well, leading the charge in there. And if I heard right, I think we're actually going to be going into another game here. So, you know, it was so nice. We got to do it twice.
I love it. That makes me so happy. It is best of 3 now, so we are going to get another round in this. So at least another round. So that has me excited to see what these players bring to it. This is going to be so exciting. I think they probably made the change because they saw that Warthog play and they're like, we need more of that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
We need to see more heads getting clicked. More clicks, more clicks.
We see Mission Impossible. Let's do some cool scenes off that, right?
See, this is the block I was talking about. It was like so shenanigan-y. Love it, though. Oh, I'm so excited.
We did a quick survey in the chat. We found that you guys don't want this to end. We don't either, so why the hell are we ending it? Let's make it a best of 3. Sure, let's make it a best of 11. Okay, no, maybe not. Best of 3 and go again.
I'm so excited. Best of 99. Let's go. Man, Big Team Battle's so fun. Like, I really want to see a lot of the bigger... Like, I'd love to see the Scorpion drop in this, because let's see if Uberneck can get it and see what he does with it. Like, that'd be crazy. Or maybe someone else will take it. Who knows?
Yeah, and it makes me wonder, too, like, if now that, you know, for Ackman in the group, I mean, they won 3-0, but do we see the other team now kind of figure something out? You know, they got a little bit of a testing water. They're like, okay, we had some fun with the Warthogs, but now we actually need to do something. We got to do the objective. So I'm going to be, you know, with this game mode changing, I'm wondering if their game plan might be a little bit more polished at this time.
Yeah, in game number 1, they kind of waited too long to try to talk over strategy, and you notice that they waited all the way till they were down 0-2. Now going into this one, I feel like they're gonna be like, you know what, we had our fun, but let's show that we belong here. Let's win some money. We got some charity on the line here, so I think they're gonna come in more focused, and most likely we're going to see a game number 3. We saw how strong Spiteful is. We saw how strong Hidden Xperia is as well. And let me tell you, Chris Reagan's squad was really dominating round number 1. So let's bring this in. Let's force a game number 3 and really watch these two teams go at it.
Yeah, especially with like this cash on the line for these charities here, like $1,000 to each winning captain. That is huge. And especially that as well, like no one's losing today. Everyone wins when you really think about it, because the charities are going to be coming out on top here with at least getting $500 to each captain as well.
Yeah, you love to see it. Like, this is great, right? What a good cause, money going to charities, you know, having some fun, you know, playing some, you know, classic Halo. Hey, it's great. It's good Sunday vibes.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh, man.
I can't wait. Game number 2, and you know, I mean, there's plenty of objective games that are on here. You know, I know there's a stockpile, there's a bunch of really fun ones, and also Slayer as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see Slayer come in at some point in time in the best of 3. Big Team Battle is always so much fun, and it looks like we have a question on screen: is the Mangler overpowered or overhyped? Laz, what do you think?
Oh, I muted myself. I was gonna say I definitely think it's overhyped. Like, I think it's good. Honestly, I think it is really good, but I think you can stop it. You know, it's like people that always say, you know, snipers are always kind of unfair too. So I'm gonna say if you know how to counter it and you know who has it, you can counter it. So.
Oh, you know what? I have to disagree. I think it is a little overpowered here, because I don't think any gun that we've seen in Halo is able to do what it does with one shot up close and then one melee and you're down. Like, I do agree there needs to be some sort of nerf here. What that is, I can't say. But when you really see a lot of the top players and a lot of people really getting to Halo complain, go like, hey, this is really affecting my play style and how I enjoy the game, there has to be some sort of change. Should it be nerfed like heavily? No. I think maybe change it to a few shots, but like, when you're using like literally one shot out of the gun of an 8 rounds, like, and you're able to take down a player, like, that's a problem. So that's just my opinion on it.
I'm gonna give you two sides of the story. When you're going on the casual side of things, especially in social settings, like we don't want to strip away the sandbox. We don't want to take the sandbox away, especially because it's all about scavenging for those weapons. You start off with an assault rifle, which very good. I would rather swap that out for a mangler, in my opinion. And we want that to play effect in the social settings. And the same going into competitive. We want you to control the entire sandbox on the map. However, it coming up every 30 seconds and having, I think, 26 rounds in it is a bit too much on the competitive side, especially when you put it in the hands of a professional player. One shot melee, 2 shots, and then the drop weapon tech, so we can literally tap to drop, switch out to your BR literally instantaneously and coming out with the headshot. That's a little bit dangerous. So I don't think we need to see it nerfed. What I think we need to do is maybe see it treated as a tier 2 power weapon, and maybe a reduction in ammo. Maybe drop that from 26 to 10 to maybe 10 to 13 bullets, and then instead of coming up every 30 seconds, so you have an entire team rocking manglers at that point, maybe have it come up every minute and a half, and treat it like maybe like a heat wave, because in my opinion, it's just as strong as the heat wave in the right hands.
I agree with that fully. Like, as a casual player, I love getting the mangler, but I want to lead us into another topic right here, guys, is finish the fight. Halo 3 officially went dark on Xbox 360, so I'd love to talk about maybe your greatest moments or maybe your best memory from playing from 2007 to 2022. Obviously, it's still around with Halo Master Chief Collection, but it's just not the same, you know?
You know, my experience with Halo is pretty limited, but I mean, the one thing with Halo 3 that I always remember is I went to a local tournament. It was just like a fun little thing in my hometown, and yeah, I always remember that was the first one I went to, like, for console, and I was not nervous, but you know, it's still kind of, there's a whole new environment. I grew up on PC games, so I was like, okay, yeah, let's just see how this goes. And you meet a lot of cool people, a lot of great, you know, fans, not even fans, I guess, right? It's more just, you know, people, but definitely some good memories that way. So, I mean, it is a little bit of moment of silence for me. I had already, like, earlier on this week, but yeah, it's very good but bad, I guess, you know, to see it go.
Yeah,
but my first introduction into competitive gaming in general, like I used to play PS2 back in the day, but you know, I put that away, was through Halo 3. Like I played basketball every day. I played in high school, and when I injured my knee, I had nothing to fill the competitive void. And that's when I was like, oh, you know, I used to go back to my friend's house in the summer times and play Halo 2. I'm like, let me give this a try. And just like with anything in life, I put 150% into anything I do. It could be tic-tac-toe, relationships. I'm single, by the way. No matter what it is, I give my all into it. I wasn't making much money. I went to Rent-A-Center and I rent to own an Xbox 360 along with the game itself so I could play it. And I fell in love. And then once you know, a couple of my matchmaking buddies were saying, oh, by the way, you know, there's a competitive side to it. I was like, how do I get a part of it? This is filling the void right here. And then from there, started the addiction, I guess, if you will. I'm a Halo player through and through, and it's been really fun to try to compete at the highest level, failing miserably, but then transitioning to the production side. And some way, somehow, I'm still involved with esports, and I've loved every moment of it. So thank you very much, Halo 3. You are loved, and you will be missed.
I feel like I may be the Halo boomer here. Like I played Halo 3 when it came out in high school, and I just, my fondest memory of it, I'll make it quick because we have a lot more to talk about here, is my family plays Halo. Like, it's a big thing for us. Every holiday, Christmas, we do a family free-for-all. It's ridiculous. And when we're playing, my fondest memory, my sister, I was the designated driver for the Warthog, and she's like, oh, I'm going to jump on the turret. And we're just driving through the map, and she wouldn't shoot. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm saving ammo. I'm like, Jess, it's a limited ammo. Just shoot. And it's something we've been bringing up every year. So, like, when I went home for the holidays, I brought my Xbox Series X for Christmas, and we played with my nephew who's 10, and it's his first dive into Halo. And I'm like, hey, David, don't worry, you can shoot. There's unlimited ammo. And she's like, so it was such a fun, like, why'd you bring it up? But, all right, I need to know preferred play modes. What would you love to see? What do you like to play? Are you more of a CTF fan, Audible, or Strongholds?
Man, I'm just looking at these. I think my least favorite, personally, I don't know if I love Strongholds as much. I think it's a great thing to watch, and I love commentating it. But when I play, I think I like CTF more, because I think there's a lot of, it's a bit of a pace that I think I enjoy the most. I think Oddball and CTF are really neck and neck for me, so I would say those two are my favorites. It's not a great answer, but that's what I like.
I play a lot of solo queue when I'm streaming, and CTF requires a level of coordination that's really tough to do when half the people won't use a mic, or all of them won't use a mic or even ping anything. It's really tough to get that level of coordination, where Strongholds, it's a little bit different. Someone's going after a base, you have an option. You could defend or rotate, and my decision usually is based on how my team is playing, where I'm usually able to make the correct decision from there. Oddball also, to me, is like very simple. Like, hey, somebody grab this ball. If pressure comes in, throw the ball off the map. At that point, it's just about simply winning the Slays battle. So I would say, like, it's probably between Strongholds and Oddball. And for me, I'm going to say Oddball just because it's the easiest to get 4 random people together and say, hey, look, this is the strategy. Here to it so we can get a win. Stop going out by yourself and challenging gunfights that you shouldn't be doing.
You know what? It's funny because, like, I would say I'm the weird person, but Oddball is my favorite game mode above all of these, just because I'm not good at clicking heads. So I like just taking the ball, running for my life, and like just having fun. I find it's just more of a challenge for me and more fulfilling. I get more fulfillment out of playing that game mode. It's really fun to play with friends or solo. Like, just running with the ball, and like, especially when you're all running it, I call it little, when we play, we call it protect the president. So it's like whoever has the skull is president, everyone else watches the hallway, especially playing on streets and like the subway. It's like, oh no, the president's being attacked. Oh no, everyone got hurt. And there's always one little spot we stay in. And it's like, it's ridiculous. And it's just so much fun. So that's my preferred game mode.
That's amazing.
I think we should rename it, honestly.
Yeah, petition to 343 started now. Unishek is actually in the Twitch right now. Unishek, we're going to change Oddball to protect the president. I don't care what you say. You have a choice in this. It's going to happen. So everybody, there's going to be a petition in the email that you have attached to your YouTube and your Twitch account. Make sure you fill it out, because I want protect the president in Halo.
Oh, man. That's amazing. That is actually so good. I can just picture that, Steve. That's the best part. I can just see you yelling that out loud, playing and screaming for your life in that kind of a situation. But
oh, right.
Oh, we're back in the action, though.
Oh, some hot Warhead action. Oh, this is one of my favorite game modes, too. I love this. I love grabbing the power seeds. You know what? What do you think a power seed tastes like?
I would say maybe grainy, maybe like a sunflower seed, I would imagine, mixed in with a little electricity,
I was gonna say, they're kind of blue, like blue cool. I must be like a blue raspberry or like something like that.
Different flavor power. Wait, are we supposed to be eating the power seed? Is this? I thought we were supposed to grab them and take control of them. Are we supposed to be eating them? Because I've been playing this game type so wrong.
So how I play this mode is we RP and we feed the base the power seeds. So that's what you're doing. You're feeding the base right now. See, look at that. It looks like blue raspberry. Oh, delicious. And this is the strat that I always do: is you take them, you throw them, you run around. See, like, look at the shenanigans. Oh yeah, put those seeds in there, feed the base. Oh, hell yeah.
So we have Protect the President, and now we have Feed the Base as the 2 new names of the game types that we're playing here on Big Team Battle.
Hey, if 343 needs to help name some matches, I am here for it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hidden pretty good though. I mean, I think Hidden X, they're looking a little bit more aware of what they should be doing, and ooh, I like. Oh man, I always go on that thing whenever I can, whenever I play that.
Oh, things got blast. Here it goes.
Ooh.
Do it. Do it. Oh, it's powering up. Oh my God, run! Oh my God.
It's like a
and it looks like it's Tasty eating up all the power seeds and coming out with a 1-0 lead for Team Hidden X and Team Raygun.
Oh, that Hydra doing the work. Look out. Oh, boy howdy. Yeah, Hidden Xperia and Team Raygun got the early feed on that base. It's well fed, and looks like Ubernick got 3 in there so far. They need to get a few more in there just to get that energy up. I'm really excited to see what happens here. Like we talked about, I think, earlier in the day, we're talking about how Chris Raygun's team was really objective focused, and they performed really well there. So I think they're going to do really well here, too. No one's on the Warthog? Come on.
No, nobody's on the vehicles. That's a little shocking. You know, everybody was having a good time, but I don't know. Now that it's a BO3, maybe they all kind of flipped on this competitive mode again, and they're like, nope, no cars, we're not doing it. We're doing it the old way. We walk.
Disney and Pixar's Cars 4 right here, you know? Oh, he got rocketed. Oh my god.
I'm very confused because, I mean, as strong as the Warthog is, I would think that even as you wanted to win, I would imagine controlling the vehicles are very powerful. But like you said, I mean, hold on, but the chopper's coming in, and I know they're going to get a hold of that one. You can't let the chopper just slip on by.
Nah, the chopper slaps. Like, look at it go. Just.
So I think we're gonna take a little listen in. We haven't heard Hidden X or Ray Gun for a little bit, so especially with an AV8, let's see what the comms are like.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Oh my god, that was. I'm shooting, buddy. Come on,
Tackle, let's see what you're made of.
I'm on triple.
Come on, you ain't got the minerals to face me, boy.
That's off.
They're Warhog.
This is crazy. What is this fight right now?
This is utter madness right now. This is utter madness.
Nick's absolute in their base. Nick's absolute.
Help me!
What is that chopper doing?
Oh shit!
No, I got him!
Wait, hail for it! Alright, let's do it!
Damn, I got clapped.
It's actually a crime how good Takwin is at staying alive.
Takwin lives up to his ninja status, dude.
Yo, they got like 18 in their base.
Oh god, boys, drain the seed,
That was such fun, listening to those comms, just them chaotically screaming, drain the seeds, and that right off the bat when we got right in there and like the Warthog action was hilarious.
Oh man, I love how they're just having like a debate too. They're like, nah, I disagree with you. Like they're just, like just joking around still, but it's all a good time, and it's amazing to see.
See, this is all about having a good time with friends, playing some Halo, and right-clicking heads. Oh, maybe that's why I'm doing it wrong. I'm hitting right-click. I'm supposed to be hitting left.
Wait, what are you doing?
Steve, what are you doing?
Steve, you're doing it wrong.
I think the wrong part is playing with a mouse and keyboard. That's the wrong part.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up because over the holidays, I didn't have access to my computer. I brought my Series X and I played on it for 3 weeks, and now I have Xbox hands again. So, like, I can't play on my keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, I grew up playing PC games, but like I've been just having this inkling to use the controller again. I'm like, I think I should just, when I'm playing Halo, I gotta use the controller. I think I gotta do it. So, hey, I'm gonna have to talk to you after. I might have to get the eSwap X controller because I'm in the market for one now.
Yo, legit.
Join the dark side.
That controller's sick. It's like fully modular. There's a lot of customization you can do to it. Like, it's actually like, check it out.
Oh, you know I will.
Oh yes. I mean, how are you supposed to go X game mode without the eSwap X? The X is in the name.
Oh, X is
the X is in the name.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, another one?
Seeds.
It's been fed. It's been fed.
It's been fed.
Delicioso. Hey!
We should be seeing some big weapon drops shortly, like big tanks, I think, or like we should be seeing the Banshee shortly too.
Wait, why is he in the pasture? I was gonna say, what are you doing? He's not even in the Warthog at all.
Oh, we got sniper action.
Love that skin. Love that skin.
Yeah, that's a filthy skin.
Love that more.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. We don't like that. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, put it down. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, drop it. Just give it to somebody else, please.
Just give it to Uber Nick.
These teams are tied up with 2-2. Delicious. Oh, we got. Oh my god. Who's gonna get it?
Ooh.
Oh no.
He's gonna pin somebody to the wall with the skewer. Oh.
The power seeds are in like the worst place right now. I mean, it's a good location, but it's also really bad. Like coming on the Pelican here, this area. Oh, we got a cinder shot. Someone's gonna have a bad day.
Look at that thing. I don't know about you guys, but I hate the AR. Like every time I get it, I just like want to throw it.
How dare you?
I just rather run with nothing. I can't handle it. I don't know what it is. I just get so angry. I'm like, nope, I don't want it. I want a pistol or something better.
Boomstick, what kind of production you running here, Boomstick? You're not gonna vet your casters? He's out here saying some slander like that. I have a Nerf assault rifle literally right next to me right now.
Oh my god. I love the assault rifle. It's so sick.
Oh, maybe it's just me. Maybe maybe it's because I'm a mouse keyboard guy. But every time I use it, I'm like, oh, why do I use this thing? I can't stand it.
I'm not talking to you, Steve. I'm only talking to you from now on. I'm not talking to Laz. Just not doing it. I refuse.
So I'm gonna say something. Is there a gun actually that you don't like?
The Ravager. The Ravager, like, it's not that I actually really liked it in the fighting, and then I don't know if they nerfed it, but I'm using it, and I feel like I'm shooting pillows at the enemy. Oh wait, the game ended. Well, we're supposed to be commentating a game. I totally forgot.
Yeah, apparently. We're not just having a little podcast, apparently. We're actually supposed to be commentating this game, but hey, you know what? It was still a good game, 3-2. And the other team actually did get some points, so, oh, look at that thing.
There it is. Tony's locked and
like,
loaded.
that's sick. Okay, listen, that is sick. I'm not taking it away. Like, that actually does look awesome. I'm just saying when I'm playing Halo and I'm in a casual, I'm like, I don't want the AR, personally, but that is pretty cool. I would hang out with that thing, if I had in person, too.
And that is Uber Nick's team, I believe, taking the second round as well. So let's take a look at the scoreboard here.
Ooh, okay. 17-6 out of Coven, man. Let me tell you, man. Coven has had... He's just been unfortunate with his matchups, but man, he's been having one heck of a weekend, and I wish we were able to get him more on screen because the man's been going off. And look at that, you're seeing it right here, right now in the final stats, a 12.3 KDA coming out of him.
Ooh, we're going to the eSwap X Rewind. Some of our favorite moments coming up from the last round. Ooh, pew. I hope we see the sweet Warthog action in the clips here because there was a lot of fun moments here. The bamboozle here was really good too.
Oh man, I love he's just sitting there and just spamming away. He's like, yeah, I'll make it work. I don't know, I'll just hang out on this thing, see what I can do.
Kept flipping it.
Well, that's
and then he gets ran over. It was so hectic down there.
Oh, feeding the blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Hell yeah.
It's been fed. Seeds are planted.
Almost reminds like Dora the Explorer. You feed the backpack like no, I'm delicioso. You feed the cannon the power seeds. What?
That was hilarious. Oh boy, howdy. That was a fun match. I'm glad the teams had a lot of fun while you tuned into those comms. It was so much fun to listen in on them too.
It really was. It was good. And honestly, I gotta give a big shout out, of course, to Spartan Masters. I mean, this was a cool format. I said this yesterday, but I'll say it again because I love that we did the 1v1s, we did the free for all. It was a great mixture. Good cause going towards charities. It's it's a whole big package. I mean, Christmas was like what, a month ago? I get we're doing more great gifts and more great things right now.
Yeah, I want to give a couple of shout outs as well. I mean, Laz, Steve, you guys were absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for coming by and helping host this event because it was absolutely incredible. Sleegy as well. He couldn't be here during the finale here, but man, he was absolutely amazing throughout the whole event. A bunch of great guys too making this production run. Let me tell you, this was a top tier production coming out. The Spartan Masters, we have to have this again. So everybody running it from the observers to the production guys in the back, big shout out to them. And most importantly, big shout out to the competitors and to you guys at home in the chat. You guys were having just as much fun as I was. I've been looking at the chat and everybody has been going absolutely bonkers. And obviously big shout out to our sponsors. You have Vite Ramen and then also eSwap X controllers. Make sure that you guys go out and grab some.
Absolutely. I cannot wait till that ramen comes to Canada because I sent an inquiry yesterday and they said they're working on it. So once it's here, I'm going to be eating good.
I'm going to be eating real good. But no, I just, I'm going to say the last thing again. Like, I definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody on the production side. it's hard to find good people to work with, and I honestly enjoyed every second with everybody here. You know, Tony and Steve, and of course Sliggy as well, and of course everybody in the back as well, just helping us out and making sure we can capture some great Halo. And of course the competitors, we got to give a shout out to them. Definitely, you know, some really great games, and again, the format made it even more interesting. So hopefully we'll have this again soon, but I think that's going to wrap it up for today. But thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. We had a great time, and hopefully we will see you again very shortly.
All right, friends, my name's Steve. I'm the host from the North. I'm joined by Tony and Laz one last time. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for the Spartan Masters Invitational. So until next one, friends, goodbye and good gaming.